last year, vice versa. We lost to him badly in the regular season and we beat him in the postseason. This year, we lost to him in the regular season. However, believes they're going to break the curse this year. But what's going to make this game different than your regular season game?
Turnovers. Yeah, turnovers. We've had a really hard practice, but just push each other and just made it. We're gonna come out and just play our game and have fun.
It's gonna be cleaner, I think. Is a big thing.
We need to be a lot cleaner with the ball.
Yeah, a lot cleaner with the ball. No interceptions from this guy. Our DBs are gonna be locked on. We're not gonna let them get the long pass. Obviously, Marcel White is a pretty solid.
And we're here in McBain, Friday Night Football playoff action. Everett will be kicking off to the McBain Ramblers. Wiki is going to be kicking off. Everett back deep for the Ramblers will be number 34, Ben Reynolds. Wiki puts the ball. Boot is a good kick. Kicks it all the way down to the 18-yard line. Rodeball gets it on the run. He's going to cut it up the middle. He's got a little bit of space up the middle. He's going to get all the way up to the 46-yard line. Before he's taken down, McBain will be taking over 1st and 10 on their own 46. Just remind you, you're listening to WCDY, McBain, Cadillac, Lake City.
So McBain with really good starting field position near midfield. Beautiful fairgrounds here in Everett. The grass looks great. McBain looks a little confused on what they're going to do. This is definitely the...
So McBain's going to be going into the shotgun formation, twins on the far. Motion's going to be Elijah Baker, and McBain's confusion is going to cost him 5 yards to delay a game.
McBain trying to put a wrinkle into their offense, making it confusing for the Everett defense to know what to do. And this confusion got McBain on the first one.
So McBain looks like they're setting in the heavy formation. Carson Murphy checks in, so I expect the wing tee tight. And I'm wrong. Twins on the far, single on the near. Baker in motion. Jesuit Baker. He's going to follow McGillis. Pass McGillis. He's going to turn it up. He's going to stiff arm, and Wallace is going to take him out. But he's going to get all the way down for a first down. And then there's a flag on the play, so we'll see what that is.
Have you seen offensive face mask calls before or not?
I have.
Flags on the play.
Personal foul, face mask against. They didn't point
against
Everett.
So they had another 15 yards for that first down. So Baker with a 14-yard run, they had another 15. That's going to be a 29-yard gain on that play. And McBain, hoping to strike quickly, is now on the 27-yard line of the Everett Wildcats.
Nice motion by McBain to get Baker into the outside.
Baker in motion. It's going to be fake Jesuit counter to McGillis. McGillis is becoming the backfield, and he's going to be driven back. There is a whole posse of Wildcats that saw that and smelled that one coming. Loss of 3.
Riley Ransom, I think.
Riley Ransom on the tackle for that one. Ben Roundabout checks in the game for McBain. 11:18 left. It is going to be 2nd down and 13 for the Ramblers. They've been coming out in spread formation. This time they're going to have Shorty set up on the right-hand side of Pace. Trips on the far. McGillis in motion. Jet sweep to McGillis. McGillis turns up the corner. Runs through one runner. And is going to be tackled around the waist, but he's going to take 4 or 5 down. 4 or 5 Wildcats to take him down. Stays in bounds, but he's going to get about a gain of 4.
Gets to the original line of scrimmage.
So good run by Calvin McGillis. He runs kind of high still, but nobody's going to take him down easy. Took 3 Wildcats to try to get him.
All right, McBain setting up. Trips on the far. You got Boss out there, Baker, and you got McGillis. Akem sets up on the left-hand side. That's the way that Pace is going to roll. It goes across the middle. Is that going to be caught? Incomplete pass attempt for Elijah Baker.
Yeah, Elijah did a nice crossing route about 10 yards deep. Makes it a 4th down coming up. The ball was just a little low. It looked like he made a good attempt on it, but the refs have a closer view than us. They called incomplete. So around the 50-yard line in high school football is 4-down territory. So we expect McBain to go for it. They got a 4th and 9.
4th and 9 for the Ramblers. Sticking with the spread. Rode a ball by himself on this side and the far sideline. It looks like you have McGillis, Shorty, and Boss. Rolling out to the left is Pace. Pace is going to throw a jump ball up there. Going for it is going to be Boss. He is going to be out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Wildcats take over. Avoid the very first attempt at a score by the Ramblers.
Marcel White on the coverage for the Wildcats.
Yeah, that was a tough one. One, the ball wasn't even going to be inbounds if he would have caught it. And 2, there was good defenders back there covering Boss on that pass attempt.
And now that's one of those cases where you don't mind if it gets intercepted.
Yeah, if you're a good defensive player, you would have just knocked that one down because you'd have better field position.
Gotta give kudos to the Everett band for playing the A-team theme as spread formation. Wallace is gonna get out to Hopkins in the flat. Hopkins has got blockers behind him. He's gonna be chased down by the Ghost Rider, Caleb Abbott, with his first tackle of the game, and it should be a complete pass, gain of 1, 2nd and 9 for the Wildcats.
Tackle made by number 1, Caleb Abbott.
9:50 left in the first quarter. Score is still 0-0. McBain got the ball first. Stalled out on their drive. Now it's going the other way. Everett, 2nd and 9. Hopkins sits on the right-hand side of Wallace. It's going to be a keeper up the middle there, but he's going to be thrown down right away. Great tackle by Johnny Sycamore as he took the second man and took him down for another gain of 1, 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats.
John Sycamore excited about that one. The freshman doing a good job wrapping up and spinning around. So Everett is known for their spread and their speed and their passing. McBain, we have not seen the spread much, and both teams are doing that, trying to create lanes and angles to get their athletes out in space.
Twins on the near, twins afar. Hopkins sets up on the right-hand side. White in motion. White comes all the way across. He's going to turn sideways. Trips on the near side. Wallace gets the ball. He's looking to his left. He's got a wide receiver wide open, but he's going to be wrapped up immediately. He's going to be taken down by a Cowboy.
That's
Blaine Houston with a great tackle. That's going to be a gain of 6, but it's going to make it 4th down and 3.
Tackle by number 8, Blaine Houston.
so good job on defense for McBain there.
4th down and 2.
Wildcats have faith in the offense, so they're going to go for it right here.
Wow, this is risky.
Hopkins sets up on the left-hand side of Wallace. Trips on the near side. I think they're trying to get the free fight. Nope. Hand off to Hopkins up the middle. Hopkins is going to be tackled. He's going to drag and come forward for the first down. So on 4th down, Wildcats convert with the gain of 3. 1st and 10 on the 36-yard line of Everett, and they're going no huddle.
That's showing how much faith they have in their line and their tough running back.
Hopkins sets up on the left-hand side of Wallace. Trips on the near, single on the far. Hopkins now goes in motion. Now we got quads on the near, empty backfield. It's going to be a little screen, double pass, and Hopkins is up by himself. Throw it just too far. White just missed. A wide over Hopkins. That's the trick play you expect from a Craven team, and it almost paid off.
You know, Gary, it's funny because we're up here and we can see it happening, and we kind of knew it was going to happen before. How come there weren't any McBain defenders back there?
It looked like a screen to the wide receiver. They wanted to cut down the speed, and that's what the respect for the speed is what made that play possible. Hopkins sets over on the right side. White in motion. White gets the jet sweep. He is going to be met in the backfield, tripped up. He's going to scramble or army crawl for a couple yards and get a gain of 2. That'd be 3rd and 8 for the Everett Wildcats.
That's Jacob Ladd on that play.
Sorry, Ladd.
But they have 3 speedy receivers that have really some great totals in their passing and all-purpose yards. Their rushing, the yards after the catch is amazing for Everett.
Spread formation, trips on the near sideline. Wallace in the shotgun. Hopkins goes to set up on the right-hand side. Wallace drops back. He's looking across the middle. He's got Kobe White wide open. And Kobe White breaks one tackle. He is now down to the 30-yard line. By number 1. By number 2, Isaac Wallace. But he's on McBain's 30-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yards after the catch, we were just talking about that. White did such a great job crossing and then was picking his lanes downfield. Ramblers, tacklers diving all over the field trying to get them. Just the speed of Everett is amazing.
And Wallace hitting him in stride, so he didn't have to shift a gear at all on that one, except he accelerated after he caught it. That's going to be a quick pass. That one's going to be knocked in the air. Great defensive play by Carson Murphy. Excuse me, Calvin McGillis. 2nd down and 10. 6:57 left in the first quarter.
Nice defensive play by Calvin there to read the eyes of Preston Wallace, the junior quarterback. Wallace has been their quarterback for a couple years now, playing it as a sophomore, getting all that experience. It's technically a couple years on varsity. It's like having a senior leader back there.
Yeah, it is. And the scary thing is he's back next year. Trips on the far sides, one on the near. Everett going from right to left on your radio dial. Home blue jerseys and pants. It's going to be Wallace draw out the middle. He's got a lot of room. He's got to the 3rd level. He's going to keep going. He's going to get to the 20-yard line. Before he's tackled by the Cowboy, Blaine Houston. 1st and 10 for Wildcats.
You know, Gary, I'm writing down some tackles, and it's not good when your corners and your safety are making the majority of the tackles.
Everett now deep in McBain territory. I got 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. They can get a 1st down without scoring. Twins on the near, twins on the far. Hopkins set up on the right-hand side of Wallace. Motion goes Ladd. This can be inside handoff to Hopkins. Hopkins is going to be met in the backfield by Acom. Finished off on there by the Ghost Rider. Gets a gain about 2. 2nd and 8 for the Wildcats.
Acom and Abbott team up on the stop for Ramblers. 2nd and 9 coming up.
All right, Everett looking for the sign on this, coming in from Acom on the sideline. They got their play. Trips on the near side, single on the far. White's all by himself on the far side. Near side, you have Johnson, Ladd, and the other White. Hopkins is behind Wallace. Is going to set up on the right-hand side. It looks like it's going to be a fade pass to the corner there. Up in the corner, broken up by Blaine Houston. That's an incomplete pass. Great defensive play by Blaine. He just hung and waited for the hands to go up, and then he put his hands up afterwards.
And McBain was double teaming on that right side because Everett's plan was to try to clear out that white side, try to get one-on-one, but they didn't have it, but they went for it anyway. That's how much confidence they have in that play.
3rd and 9 for the Everett Wildcats. 5:45 left in the first quarter. Hopkins, he's set up on the right-hand side of Wallace. Ladd in motion. Ladd is going to do that extra sprint. It's going to be given to Hopkins. Shoulder from McGillis. Knocked back for 3 yards.
Wow, Gary, that was the best hit I've seen all year. The thing with, I hope Hopkins is okay. He's a tough kid. Timeout by Everett, but wow, that was a crazy hit. What are they? Did they stop the clock? Incomplete? No. They're going to do a field goal.
They got a penalty.
Hold on, illegal motion.
A motion against Everett. They're going to decline the penalty. Wickey's going to set up for the field goal attempt.
I would watch for the fake here, Gary. Knowing Pat Craven.
Wallace is a holder. You have Hopkins on the left-hand side and the blocking edge.
The ball's at the 50.
Ball snap is good. The kick is to the right. No score. McBain holds off. They'll be taken over. 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
You know, Everett's playing aggressive today, Gary, going to it on 4th and 2 deep in McBain in their own territory at about the 30-yard line, and then attempting a field goal. You never know. 1, 2, 3 points can be the difference of this game. Traditionally, these games are in the 30s and the 40s over the last 3 years. So
that's right. And, 2 years ago, Everett won 32-30. So we know that every point is going to be valuable in this rivalry between the two teams. So Everett held the first test. As McBain got deep into Everett's territory, then Everett gets deeper into McBain's territory. McBain holds them. And now they will have it 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
So it was at the 15, now it's at the 20. So they get it where the ball was kicked. Is that?
I don't know what the rule is. I don't know if it's that or if you kick it short of the end, or is it automatically touchback at the 20-yard line? On a field goal in high school, that's a great question. Wing Team McBain, now we know what we're going to see. Pace, under center, is going to give it to up the middle. They're short, he's broken away. He's back to the 50. He's going to be trying to White throws him forward all the way down the 20-yard line. No one saw him. He had the breakout game last year against Everett, and here he goes again on a great 60-yard romp.
Great play by Acom, but it shows White's speed too. White was going after the ball, and Acom got about 20 yards because he was trying to get the ball loose instead of tackling him. McBain deep into Everett territory now.
5:15 left in the first quarter. McBain off a 60-yard romp from Bryce Acom. Sticks with the wing T. Pace, under center. Gets Everett to jump, gets another 35 yards. McBain's all pumped up on the sideline.
That was an offsides call on Everett. After a big play like that, the defense is fired up, trying to get in the back. What a great call by Coach Maloney and executed by Braylon Pace. And good job for McBain line not jumping.
All right. Boss under center, gives it to Acom again up the middle. Acom is going to be wrapped up, and he's not going anywhere this time. It's big old number 76 for the Weber Wildcats. Go ahead and grab him and throws him backwards. Caleb McKay with a great tackle on that one.
Burhans and Ransom.
Sorry, Alex Burham. Clock's running. It is going to be 2nd down and 5. Thanks to the penalty. McBain breaks the huddle. Wing team formation. Up the middle to Acom. Acom is going to break another tackle up the middle. He's going to be brought down by Ladd, but not until he gets inside the 10-yard line. And so much stripping trying to go on. He keeps driving the legs, driving another 2 yards without them actually putting him on the ground.
So about 7 yards on that.
First and goal for the Ramblers on the 8-yard line.
They'll have 1st and goal from the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
They must be higher up than we are to see that. You're looking right at the ref on the far side, aren't you?
All right. New formation is they got pro set for McBain, and it's going to go to Acom up the middle. And Acom's still going to be driving. He's going to keep going, and with the help of Bonico, he's going to come on the goal line. No touchdown. Touchdown. Bar official gave it to him. The official was not going to give it to him. Bar one gives it to him. 6-yard run for Acom. Touchdown assist to Bonico. McBain draws first blood, 6-0.
Now, Gary, back in the day, assisting the runner like that used to be a penalty. I have not seen that called in years as rules changed. That's just called blocking, right?
Well, it's the way you assist. Thomas Maloney brought up from the freshman team since JV season's done. We'll be doing the full-time kicking, trying to get the extra point. Acom gets the ball down. Maloney boot the ball. No good.
Must have gone left. Acom trying to get that ball down quick. It was a fumbled snap, if you will. Lucky to even get that one off.
Yeah, 0.
All right, 3:34 left. McBain up 6-0. You're listening to Home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
With hard work and determination, Mary McNally's dream is now open. 34 on Main Deli, which is inside McNally's Party Store in McBain. With breakfast, a rotating soup of the day, and daily specials on their Facebook page. All meals are homemade, including comfort desserts and a dessert menu. Open 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., and private catering is available. Call 825-2357. 825-2357. 34 on Main is a proud local sponsor of the McBain Ramblers.
Back to Everett as the McBain Ramblers draw first blood. They're up 6-0 against the Wildcats. Lost earlier in the season 44-20 to this Wildcat team. But tonight they're trying to send another message here. 3:34 left in the first quarter. Gary Hawkeye Vanna joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Verdeen. Carly back at the station trying to keep me calm. So we're going to see if we can do that a little bit better. McBain first drive, stalls, then Everett drives it all the way down to McBain's 15-yard line before they stall out, missing the field goal. And McBain, on the legs of Bryce Acom, has scored their first touchdown.
Yeah, it was all Acom there.
Maloney puts boot the ball, nice high kick right there. It's going to go into the hands of White. He gets at the 13-yard line, going to try and go across field. He's trying to shake out Calvin McGillis. So McGillis is not going to let him be shaken out. And there's a late flag on the play. We may be getting a block in the back on that one.
I saw it happen, and contact was made in the front, and then he pushed him as he went by. And if contact starts in front, that should not be a flag. So give McBain credit for selling that one.
Well, they called holding.
Okay.
Holding against the Wildcats, that'll make it half the distance to the end zone.
If we call against Everett.
So that they're at the 16, that move them back to the 8. First attempt from their own 8-yard line.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the infraction.
If I remember back to the first game, there was a lot of turnovers by McBain to let Everett do their thing. And if McBain can play fundamental football, this could be quite a ball game.
All right, officials getting in the positions. Twins on the near, twins on the far. Everett deep in their own end zone, but the offense has looked really good so far this game. Wallace in the shotgun. Hopkins sets up on the left-hand side. There's a hand clap. Is going to be given to Hopkins up the middle. He's going to go around the edge right there. He's going to be tackled immediately by the Ramblers after a 2-yard gain. There's a great tackle on that one by Blaine Houston and Johnny Sycamore. Brett Bentham's coming out. Caleb Gildy checking in. They are going to be rotating the linemen often to keep them fresh and to try and keep up with the speed of Everett. Trips on the near side, single on the far side. White's being manned up by Cowboy Blaine Houston on the far side. That second count. Hopkins sets up on the right-hand side of Wallace. Wallace drops back, looking to his left. He's going to throw it wide open to Johnson. Johnson is going to look and finally get tackled, but not until he gets the first down. That one's going to be brought down by Acom and Billett. First and 10 for the Everett Wildcats on the 25-yard line.
Acom along with number 22, Billett, on the stop for the Ramblers.
That was an interesting play. I was watching McBain defense right there, and nobody was adjusting to that receiver. Wide open. Great find by Preston Wallace.
Twins on the near, twins on the far. Everett on their own 25. 2:14 left in the first quarter. Hopkins going to set up on the right-hand side. Land in motion. This is where he does a lap. He's going to bubble all the way around. Wallace is going to throw across the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Going for White there, but it just one hop to him.
For number 3, Kobe White falls incomplete.
Second down and 10 for the Everett Wildcats.
Second down for Everett.
That stops the clock at 2:02. Hey, just want to remind everyone, this is a great game, and you want to listen to this, but you might be leaving our area, or you may be at college or something like that. Well, you can still listen. You can listen to us online. Why? Because McLean Transmission is the official live stream sponsor of all McBain sports. McLean Transmission over on LaChance Road. See Doug for all your transmission and used car needs. Hopkins now in motion to the right-hand side. They look at the bubble screen, fake the bubble screen, but he's going to be wrapped up by Johnny Sycamore. Breaks out of that from Johnny Sycamore, and then there's a pass to Hopkins. It's going to be complete enough for the first down. There's a debate if it was a catch or not.
In high school, all you need is 1 foot.
Incomplete pass.
Wow.
McBain catches a break on that one. 3rd and 10 from the 20-yard or the 15-yard, 25 from the 25-yard line. I'll get it right eventually.
I'll give these refs credit, Gary. They conferenced, they got together, they all talked about what they saw, because you're on the Everett sideline on the far side, and you got them yelling in your ears too.
They're just suggesting.
Oh yes, of course.
You know, as Jay Simon likes to say, the 2 hardest jobs in the world is mothering and officiating, and he wants nothing to do with either one of them.
I like officiating, especially middle school stuff.
All right. Twins on the near, twins on the far. 3rd down and 10 for the Everett Wildcats. Hopkins sets up on the left-hand side. Wallace throws to the left-hand side. He's got a little bit of a lane. Now he's going to look. He's going to keep looking, keep his eyes downfield. He throws a nice deep ball. That one's going to be to White, but it's going to be a little bit out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Defense holds up again. Maloney in the victory or the hallelujah, thank goodness, dance on the sideline.
So 4th and 10 coming up, deep in their own territory. Gary, they went for it on 4th and 2. 4th and 10's a different story.
No, it doesn't look like they're going to go for it this time, as Burhan's getting back to kick.
Oh, they're leaving a guy wide open. Okay, Billett starts to cover him.
They're setting 2 men deep for McBain. Boot the ball is going to be a very short kick. That's poison. McBain needs to run away from it. It's going to be down by White at the 49-yard line. I thought the 48.
We'll see where he gets to.
Coach Pace to the 49. I guess he didn't want that extra yard.
The Ramblers will have
First and 10, McBain on the 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
Minute 36 left in the first quarter. Already up 6-0. 3rd offensive possession of the game.
And best field position of the night for them to start out at.
Pace gets this call from Maloney. Pro formation again, where you're going to have McGillis just off the tight end of Connor or Carson. Inside hand up again to Bryce Acom, and it is going to be a great little 7-yard pop.
Straight ahead for 5 yards. Tackle made by Al Burhans.
We're going to say gain of 6. 2nd and 4 for the Ramblers.
Going back to the T, double tights.
Vasquez at this time following his blockers. This is to be caught up high by Burhan, but he's going to try and drag him. Maybe a gain of a yard on that, make it a 3rd
Down
and
by Al Burhans.
4.
Short gain on the play.
Yeah, Burhan was just able to get a piece of Isaac Boss's jersey and was able to pull him back. And then some McBain blockers were able to push him forward for a couple yards.
It's amazing. I don't know if it's a new way of tackling stuff like that, but runners seem to get a lot more runs after contact than I've seen in the past. Tight wing T right now. Hand off to Boss. Exact same play. He follows Acom, and he's going to be grabbed from behind again, but this time he's going to drag it for the first down as the McBain Ramblers get a PM first down.
Good run by Boss.
Hunter Whitbeck calling Jacoby White because they Rambler first down.
Whitbeck on the tackle on that one. 17 seconds left. McBain may not get in. Doesn't look like McBain wants to get another playoff in the quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, McBain is up 6-0. You're listening to Home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
And that'll be the final play of the
Buttinga Electric of Cadillac is your trusted and expert electric contractor, providing you with only quality services. We've always sought to provide you with reliable services because your satisfaction is our top priority. Locally owned and operated, Huttinga Electric is your local choice for electrical contracting, specializing in residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural electrical projects. We're licensed and insured for your protection. Call Huttinga Electric at 231-779-4699 today.
Making the final arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
Baker College of Cadillac is America's leading career college. Baker's focus has always been to maximize students' employability and marketplace value. Baker College programs provide students the skills that lead to real jobs. Every class stresses the specific skills employers say they need. 87% of available Baker graduates are employed or in graduate school. Baker College focuses on programs that support the careers that are in demand. Call the admissions office at 855-487-7888 or visit baker.edu.
And we're back here in Everett. McBain up 6-0, start of the second quarter. Pace under center. He's going to give a counter to McGillis. McGillis is going to sidestep a couple Wildcats and get a 4-yard gain. It'll make it 2nd and 6 from the 35-yard line of Everett.
I think McGillis is so used to running north and south. If he heads to the sideline once he gets off that tackle, I think he's got a touchdown every play.
4-yard gain.
But what fun is there in that?
Yeah, you're not running anybody over, huh? Hey, so Isaac Boss ended up tearing his jersey, so we switched numbers with Jager Corliss. So Isaac Boss will be 11 now.
And Corliss will be 2.
With a ripped jersey.
But it doesn't matter since Elijah Baker's in there at the right-hand side. And this was going to be a quarterback keep. He's going to give it up to McGillis. McGillis wide open on the sideline. Catches at the 20, down at the 10, down at the 5. He's going to be grabbed, and it's going to be a touchdown, McBain. Oh, my gosh. This is going to get the Everett crowd fired up.
He was definitely over the end line, the goal line. Easy call for a score and then stripped after he got in. But you're right. The guy sitting to my right is definitely upset.
Well, you got to realize that they saw the exact same play happen against them against Beale City.
Exactly.
Where there's a fumble into the end zone, and then McBain fumbles in the end zone after they cross the line, according to the official. What a big play. Gutsy call there, and great pass by Pace with 2 Wildcats in his face, throwing it off his back heel and giving it to McGillis without him having to slow down.
Did you notice that when he went to the sideline, he scored a touchdown?
There you go. Pro formation for McBain. Up the middle to Baker. Baker, shake, bake, and in for 2, making the score 14-0. McBain Ramblers. Oh, my goodness. 11:05 left in the second quarter. This is a great game. Want to remind you, listen to home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Your tailgating party starts at Lakeside Ace Hardware in Cadillac with all the grills, propane, charcoal, smokers, sauces, rubs, and accessories to make your tailgating get-together a big hit. With grills from the biggest brand names like Traeger and Weber and Blackstone griddles that come in sizes small enough to fit in your camper or big enough to feed the whole team. Visit the helpful hardware folks at Lakeside Ace Hardware, 838 North Mitchell Street, Cadillac's grilling headquarters. Proud to support our local schools and student athletes.
We are back in Everett at the fairgrounds as the Everett Wildcats are shocked by the McBain Ramblers as McBain has gone up 14-0 with 11:05 left in the second quarter. Gary Hawkeye Vanna joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Verdeen. This team's playing with a different type of attitude, aren't they?
They're like, we got a lot to prove right now. This is a new season. Like you said at the beginning, both teams are 0-0 going into the playoffs. Win and you stay in, lose, you go home.
Maloney getting ready to kick. White's now inside the 10-yard line for Everett. Maloney puts boot the ball. He gives a full boot into that one. He's going to kick it all the way down to the 12-yard line. White catches it on the fly. He's picking his way, and now he's going to be wrapped up. Get it up to the 24-yard line, but on that one, Brett Bentham on the tackle, as well as Caleb Kohlhaus.
Number 56, Brett Bentham on the
That will be first down 10 for the Everett Wildcats.
Yeah, dancing a little too much with the speed that White has. He just needs to put his head down and go. Could have got 20 yards before McBain even got down there.
All right, Everett. Now new running back there. There is Sean Jackson, number 20. On the left-hand side, or counter there. And he's going to try and get around Big McGillis. McGillis runs through the arm tackle on the speed. High stepping is down to the 40, down to the 30. Finally brought down on that one.
That's Jacob Billett. Wow, wrapped up deep. And McGillis couldn't hang on, and what a run that he put together.
Tanner Graber with putting a spark in the Wildcats offense with that. As he gets his first action, gets the ball immediately, and just goes off for a 50-yard romp.
Cole Hopkins had that finger injury and then got lit up by McGillis. Is Hopkins out for the game?
That'd be interesting to see, but we have a McBain timeout right here. McBain up 14-0, but Wildcat is moving. 10:37 left in the second quarter. You're listening to home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned family pharmacy that takes pride in helping improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family, and their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain, or in Lake City at 45 Maury Road. SRM Concrete is family owned and all about community. That's why they're supporting this broadcast. SRM Concrete was founded in 1999 with one singular goal: to provide superior ready-mix concrete service for your commercial and residential projects. With locations across northern and central lower Michigan, there's an SRM Concrete near you. From order to on-time delivery, the SRM Concrete team guarantees you'll be thrilled. Quality concrete, unmatched service. That's SRM Concrete.
And we're back here in Everett as the McBain Ramblers have jumped out to a surprising 14-0 lead. But on the legs of Graber, Everett has been able to move with the ball quickly, and they're deep in McBain territory. It is second down and 4 from the 28-yard line for Everett. Graber sets up on the right-hand side of Wallace. Twins on the near, twins on the far. It's going to be a counter to Graber. Graber puts it out to the outside. A lot of room to the outside. He's still moving. Hard target to hit. Gets it down to the 16-yard line. First and 10 for the Wildcats.
Graber does not go down easy either. There's 4 or 5 Ramblers on him, pushing him back, but another great gain for Everett.
Tell you what, it looks like Graber, if he's on any other team besides Everett, he's an all-state running back.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they have a Cole Hopkins.
Yeah.
All right, twins on the near, twins on the far. Graber sets up on the right-hand side. Land in motion is going to be quarterback, keep up the middle, and he's going nowhere. He's immediately swallowed up by Mac Bonico and Bryce Acom.
Yards on the play, number 44, Acom on the stop.
Loss of 2 on that play. Second and 12.
Now, is Zayerbean out there also? Zayerbean got injured a while back, and he came back, right?
Yes, he has come back.
Second and 12 for Everett.
Graber sets up on the right-hand side of Wallace. Land in motion. Ball's on the ground. We got a flag on the play before it moves, so we have procedure. 5 yards against the Wildcats.
Everett's actually lucky that flag was called. That play was not going anywhere.
Yeah, you may have lost just about 5 yards and lost the down.
a 5-yard penalty.
8:50 left in the second quarter.
17.
The story of the game so far is the McBain up 14-0 against this Wildcat team. And the big hit on Cole Hopkins, we haven't seen them return to the game since then, but they haven't lost a step with Graber. We got trips on the near, single on the far. Graber sets up on the left-hand side. Wallace gets the snap. Throws it across the middle. It goes right in the hands of Johnson. He's going to be taken by Cowboy. But it will be a gain of 6, almost to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats.
There's a nice pass by Wallace there, but great defense.
1st down and 9 for Everett.
By Blaine Houston on that. Didn't give him any yards after the catch.
Twins on the near, Twins on the far. Wallace waiting for the snap, sets up Graber on the right-hand side.
They got a timeout because the clock was running down there. They were under 5 seconds to get that off.
All right, Wildcat timeout. Deep in McBain's territory, 8:03 left in the second quarter. McBain's up 14-0. You listen to Home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
FIAM is family. As a proud member of the Cadillac business community and the world's largest manufacturer of car horns right here in Cadillac, FIAM is proud to support local families by offering stable jobs. There are lots of openings on 2nd and 3rd shifts in FIAM Technology's modern air-conditioned factory floor. FIAM offers a competitive salary, a generous benefits package, and even weekly pay. Interested? Apply on site at 1550 Leeson Street. FIAM is family and proud to support McBain Athletics.
And we're back here in Everett as the McBain Ramblers up 14-0, but Everett is driving and they're deep in McBain's territory. Trips on the far side. Single Jacoby White on the near side. Graber is your running back. Sets up on the right-hand side of Wallace. Wallace shotgun formation. He's going to fake it. He's going to quick bubble screen it over there to Ladd. Ladd is going to get all the way down to the 3-yard line. That'll be your 1st down. For the Wildcats.
1st down.
First and goal for the Wildcats.
1st and goal
from the 4-yard line. Quickly ready to go right now. Single on the near. Twins on the far. Graber sets up on the right-hand side. Graber up the middle. He's going to get McGillis in the backfield. He's going nowhere as Big Mac Barnacle make sure he's done driving his legs. Loss of 2.
He'll lose a couple yards.
2nd and 5. 7:30 in the left of the second quarter.
For the Ramblers.
Everett knocking on the door.
Your no huddle offense getting the play right directly from the coach.
Graber sets up over on the left-hand sideline. They got a lineman. Goes across the middle. It looks like it's going to be a touchdown to Marcellus White. With 7:08, McBain scores, or Everett scores for the first time. Up, or down. 6. Let me do that again. Scores for the first time. McBain up 14-6. Everett going for the extra point right here. Wiki looks like he's going to try and pick the extra point. Pat Maloney giving some instructions about how he wants this to be covered. Wallace will be holding the ball. Snaps a little high, ball's down, kick looks like it's up. It's no good, so with 7:08 left.
No good.
McBain is up 14-6, and we'll be receiving the ball right after this. We'll listen to Home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
Paying for college?
From sales and service to parts, your complete automotive experience begins and ends at McBain Auto and Truck Center, specializing in sales of rust-free Southern trucks that have never seen road salt. They offer professional repair on all makes and models, all the parts you'll need if you're a do-it-yourselfer, and a great selection of used cars and trucks. One stop is all you'll need. McBain Auto and Truck Center on Morey Road, just north of McBain. Proud to support all of our McBain student athletes.
What are they doing? They got a pixel?
Yep.
You're out.
So we're here in Everett. Everett just scored, cutting into McBain's lead. It's 14-6. The Ramblers are up, about ready to receive the ball from the Everett Wildcats. The offense has been clicking all game long for Everett, and it's just a couple miscues and they stall out. And McBain took advantage of it twice so far this game. Be interested to see how the rest of this game goes. And you don't want to miss the rest of it, but you can always listen to us no matter where you are in the world, thanks to who? McBain Transmission. McBain Transmission, the official live stream sponsors of Rambler Sports.
The deep man, the Ramblers.
All right, Wiki, get ready to kick. Boss back deep for McBain. Second tier is going to be McGillis and Rodenbaum. Wiki puts boot the ball. It's going to go right to Rodenbaum. Rodenbaum going to get 15-yard line. He had a good return the first time, doing a lot of dancing here, and I think it's going to cost him a little bit. He's going to be tackled at about the 24-yard line. McBain takes over 1st and 10 from the 25.
Yep, McBain looking to set up their return, and Rodenbaugh was heading left and then decided to go back right, doing a little dancing. Not much happening. Good coverage by the Everett Wildcats.
But sometimes I'd say when you doubt yourself, you're done.
Kelvin McGillis method. Run north and south. Just go.
McBain back to the wing tee. Everett now packed it on in. Hand off this time to Boss, number 11. Boss is waiting for his blocks, and he's going to get a nice run there. Going to get about a gain of 9, as he was very patient with that run.
They haven't set the ball yet, so where are they going to put that?
Looks like there's a flag down on the far side of the field.
Sideline against Everett. Sideline warning, Gary, against Everett. So they're sick of the jabbering, or are they on the field?
Against the Wildcats.
I would assume they're just a little bit out of the box.
All right, so second and 1, so 9-yard gain for Boss.
Warning, so there's no infraction.
6:50 left in the second quarter. McBain has got 1st and 1. It's going to be jet sweep to Elijah Baker. He's got McGillis. He's going McGillis to set him up, and then he's going to keep running, and he's going to get a big gain. He's going to get all the way down to the 49-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 13 for Baker, and it's going to be a Fiam first down.
Great lead blocking by Kelvin McGillis. Not only taking out one guy, 2, maybe 3. It was cute how Elijah was trying to stay in bounds. It looked like he lost the ball, but the ref said he was down first.
Another break for the Ramblers. Second time we saw that. McBain just about midfield, 1st and 10. They're on their own 49-yard line. They're going to go spread formation and Boss on the outside with
Pat wants
Baker,
a timeout.
but they don't like the way it's set up, so McBain's going to take a timeout. So McBain up 14-6 with their second timeout of the half. You listen to the home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools has a legacy of excellence in education and athletics, starting at a young age. The new Little Wheels preschool program gets the youngest Ramblers ready for elementary school. The state-of-the-art Ellenboss Performing Arts Center is a community cornerstone to nurture young creativity and talent. Technology is king in McBain, where every student gets their own school-issued MacBook. From preschool to high school, give your student the McBain advantage. Learn more at McBain.org.
Welcome back to Everett. Lars and I have been following the McBain team the whole season. We want to thank the sponsors that make all these broadcasts happen as we've gone to postseason. You can't watch this live unless you're on the NFHS network, and I heard that's not even working, so the only way to do it, Rambler Review radio, audio broadcast, or us, and the ones that make it happen here, McBain Auto Service, Snappy's Garage, Lakeside Ace Hardware, McNally's Power Store, McLean Transmission, PM, or Northern Truck Service. McBain comes up to the huddle or the line. It's going to be an inside handoff to Acom. Acom is going to be wrapped up for a 2-yard gain. That should make it 2nd and 8. Oh,
44-8 comes straight ahead.
McBain's doing a nice job of carrying out their fakes, kind of keeping the Everett defense having to be responsible.
2nd and 9 for McBain, right on the 50-yard line. 5:46 left in the half. McBain is up 14-6. Once again, pro formation. McGillis is going to be on the far sideline as a tight end. Baker's going to run right behind McGillis, and then he's going to get up the middle. He's going to be caught by Ladd, and he's going to keep on driving the pile. And McBain keeps driving the pile, and they're moving it all the way down.
That's 10 extra yards, Gary.
The offensive line is basically throw him for 10 yards. What a great play by them on that one. That's going to end up being a 16-yard gain.
They run
Baker.
They run the clock even though the chains aren't set. Somebody's got their helmet off. I think they have to come out just to make sure that it's okay. So Baker comes out. He's like, all 11 people had their hands in my face.
They're pulling and pushing, and I didn't know which direction I was going. I just stayed upward. I don't even think I was touching the ground anymore. Tight wing T right now. Pace under center. Counter to McGillis. McGillis has got a little bit of room, and now he's going to cut back. He's looking for the smallest guy. Puts his shoulder into him and drives him to the ground as he gets another B on first down with a gain of 13.
It's so cute with McGillis. If he just runs straight ahead, he's got 20 more yards, and he goes after the Everett defender.
Stop forever.
Well, it's like a heavyweight fight. You know, they get the body blows, and now later in the game, they're not going to be able to stand up. How you like that theory?
I like that one.
Let's hope it's somewhat accurate. McBain now on the 23-yard line of Everett. Wing T's working to perfection right now.
I think McBain on the left end.
Let's see who they're going to give it to, because McBain definitely moved. But was he?
The refs want to talk now.
Who caused him to move? Did he move first?
I think it's going to go against Everett, saying that McBain jumped on that. The umpire
forced him to move.
Yeah, the umpire is ready to call illegal motion, but the line judge is pointing to Everett's side. Wow.
They're going against Everett. 5 yards encroachment. The McBain player jumped because of the Everett moving.
How good are your microphones, Gary? Can the fans at home hear all the crowd?
We are amongst our people.
First and 5.
First and 5 from the McBain Ramblers now inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 18.
Does that mean John Gilbert's listening also?
Yes. John Gilbert of John Gilbert Sports. Great read on Twitter. He's listening. Back in the wing T. Hand off this time to Boss. Boss is going to bust out one tackle, but he's going to be brought down pretty quickly. He's going to get a gain of 2 on that one. It's going to move it all the way down the 15-yard line.
They called him Boss earlier. Now they called him Jaeger Corliss. Again, Boss and Corliss switched uniforms because Boss was getting grabbed by his, and his uniform ripped. So Boss was number 2. Now he's number 11.
He's still number 2, just 1 plus 1. As we get to the wing T there.
Math teacher.
It's going to be to McGillis. McGillis up the middle. He's putting his shoulder down, and now it's McBain, and it's going to be a rugby scrum. He's down to the 10-yard line. It's going to be another first down for the McBain Ramblers.
That's another Rambler first down.
About 5 yards for McGillis on that. Again, just keeping his feet, and the linemen get back into that rugby scrum, like you call it. I want to see someone come out of it and do the running down the field.
The pitching?
Yeah.
though it looks like
The first and 10 from the
there's
11-yard
a
line.
little bit of room for a first down, but not a touchdown, as it's just outside the 10-yard line. 2:37 left in the second quarter. Here's the handoff. This side handoff to Bryce Hakem. Hakem's going to run over a man. He's going to get all the way down to the 2-yard line.
44 straight ahead.
It's now going to be second and goal from the 2-yard line.
Bryce hits that hole so fast you can't even see it.
Tell you, running that spread has really not allowed Everett to pack the box as tightly as they did the first game.
And that's exactly why Pat put it in there. Pat Maloney running a spread formation the first series just so Everett could not try to keep McBain corralled in. Now it's like herding cats.
Back to the wing tee. Boss, Hakem, and McGillis in the backfield. Looks like we are going to get the Pat Maloney timeout with a minute 46 left in the second quarter. That's his last timeout of the quarter. We're going to keep it here on this one because we want to give a shout out to the other sponsors that make these games happen. And we want to thank them so much. Hey, if you get a chance and you see any of these sponsors or many of them, say thank you. Thank you for letting us be able to sit and enjoy Friday night football of the McBain Ramblers. It's been a lot of fun, and we want to give a shout out to 34 on Main, Wexford Mistaki CTC, McBain Rural Agricultural School, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, Luger Mechanical, Core Design, Baker College. Thank you, Baker College, for jumping on the bandwagon. McBain Lake City Family Pharmacy, SRM Concrete, Huntington Electric, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, Judy K. Gildy, and McBain Hardware. And they'll be having a halftime show coming up real soon from McBain Hardware. And boy, this is not what you expected to see to start this game, is it?
No, it's not. 14-6 is the score. McBain leading and threatening right now on the 2-yard line. Minute 46 to go, Gary. You think the clock will be an issue here? Depends on the next 2 plays, huh?
It is. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. Mano on mano. This is where you give it to your Hogs. McGillis up the middle. McGillis is going to put a shoulder down. Touchdown, Ramblers.
Number 6, Helen McGillis, gets into the end zone. They Rambler touchdown.
McGillis following his lead blockers behind that big line. Scoring the TD. Puts them up 20-6. Gary, you were talking about the sponsors and the 34 on Main, Mary McNally, feeding the volleyball team the last couple matches.
McBain going back to the traditional extra point as Thomas Maloney is going to get ready to kick it. He's getting that tee just right. Bryce Hakem will be holding. McBain up 20-6, hoping to push it to 21. There's a snap, it's bumbled. Bryce gets it, he's going to dump pass to McGillis. McGillis is going to get the 2-point conversion. What a crazy turn of events on that one. What a heady play from Hakem.
And for McGillis to even turn around and say, what? There's always a fire call. It's what it comes down to. So nice of McGillis taking care of the touchdown for 6 and the 2-point conversion for.
Minute 41 left in the half. McBain's up 22-6. You listen to Home at McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of McBain High School. CTC is the place to be.
And we're back here in Everett as McBain is up shockingly 22-6 over the Everett Wildcats. Lost earlier in the season 44-20. There's a story about the curse. The one who wins the regular season, well, I don't know about the rest of it because we ain't going to do any jinxings right now because this is a crazy game. We see McBain up 30-0 against Lake City, and Lake City came all the way back and won it. So no lead is secure and no game is out, especially as good as Everett's offense is. Maloney puts boot the ball there. Nice end-over-end one is going to hit at the 25-yard line. White gets the ball. He's going to go to the outside. Doesn't dance at all this time. Big return before he's going to get a nice tackle on that one by Landon Keller, but he's going to get all the way up to the 41-yard line. Just want to remind you, you're listening to WCDY, McBain, Cadillac, Lake City. Big shout out to our two favorite former Ramblers, Andy Lucas and Trevor Lucky, listening to the broadcast. Shout out to them as we go here. McBain on defense. Everett on the 47-yard line. Twins on the near, Twins on the far. Graber sets up on the right-hand side of Wallace. Wallace, he's going to be throwing over the flat, throws a little bit high for White, and it's going to call incomplete. 2nd and 10.
For Jacoby White, falls short.
I guess I'm going to have to correct it. My absolute favorite Rambler, former Rambler football player of all time is a good old number 56, Drew Vanna.
As a 56 enters the game right now on defense, but it's not Drew.
No, it's not. That is Brent Never. Brent Bentham.
You just have a lot of favorite people, so yes.
Everyone's my favorite. Wallace gets the snap. He's going to throw it on the flat. White, hook and ladder right here. He's going to get the Graber, and the tackle was, what a great play on that one by Johnny Sycamore as he trailed the hook and ladder and got Graber on the ladder and grabbed him and threw him out of bounds. So it was a loss of 3 yards from where the ball was completed, even though it's a gain of 3.
Gain of 4 yards.
Just, that freshman's a man-child.
Twins on the near, Twins on the far. 3rd and 7. Officials need to check something. I think they're going to put some time back on the clock. So if they want to put time back on the clock.
Usually they talk to a coach. The coach calls it up to the press box.
And they did. They moved 13 seconds back on, so it's 1:16.
Oh my gosh. I'm loving this, Gary. Don't they realize they just got 13 more seconds and they're complaining?
Twins on the near, Twins on the far. Graber sets up on the right-hand or left-hand side of Wallace. Wallace gets the snap, drops back. He's going to pump back, going to go for the deep ball. White is all falls down as his defender falls down. Cuts inside. He's going to get to the end zone. Touchdown. 45-yard pitch and catch from Wallace to White for a touchdown, making the score 22 Ramblers, 12 Wildcats. Brings the Everett faithful to life. Minute 4 left in the half, and the double move by Marcellus White gets him wide open down the sideline.
Pretty easy to run after the catch when your defender fell down 20 yards earlier.
Everett going for 2 on this one. Trips on the near. But they got actually a lineman in the backfield for lead block. Graber sets up on the left-hand side. He's going to get the sweep. It's going to be a reverse here.
Jacob Ladd going around left.
Trying to find the end, and he's now going to double back, coming back the other way. Brent Bentham gets the tackle. Loss of 17 yards, but really doesn't matter. The 2-point conversion is no good. Minute 4 left. McBain's up 22-12. You're listening to Home with McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
Huttinga Electric of Cadillac is your trusted and expert electric contractor, providing you with only quality services. We've always sought to provide you with reliable services because your satisfaction is our top priority. Locally owned and operated, Huttinga Electric is your local choice for electrical contracting, specializing in residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural electrical projects. We're licensed and insured for your protection. Call Huttinga Electric at 231-779-4699 today.
And we're back here in Everett as the Everett Wildcats just score on a 55-yard pitch and catch. Wallace to White as a Rambler defender falls down. Making the score 22-12. McBain is up. as Everett gets ready to kick off to the McBain Ramblers. Back deep will be Isaac Boss. Second line is going to be Rodenbaugh and McGillis. Wiki getting ready to put boot the ball. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little trickeration right here. And I think McBain thinks the same way. Is they got the second tier 5 yards behind the front tier.
Part of me wonders, would you give up an onside kick with only a minute to go? But yet,
and there's the onside kick. And it's going to be covered quickly on that one by Avery DeRider. McBain will get it, 1st and 10 on the 49.
Two ways to look at it. You only give a minute to go for McBain if you gave him a short field, which Everett just did. Or you might have got the ball back with a minute to go. It's a good job by Avery DeRider to get on that.
Minute 3 left in the half. McBain is up 22-12. They have the ball. Everett has just scored, keeping the game a 1-score game, or a 10-point lead, so it's a 2-score game technically. McBain's coming out in the spread formation. Aiken will be setting up on the left-hand side. Pace. McGillis goes in motion. It's going to be Jesuit to McGillis. McGillis turns it up, finding a little bit of room, and he's going to get himself about a 7-yard gain, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that's never good.
Probably a holding for McBain.
Flag in the Rambler backfield.
So it can't be a hold from right there. It is holding against McBain, which is the right call.
That would be penalty against the Ramblers. That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Now McBain doesn't have any timeouts left in this half, so if they are able to make something happen, they won't be able to stop the clock unless they down it. Spike it, I should say.
So that was a holding call 3 yards in the backfield, so it turns out being a 13-yard penalty. It is going to be 1st and 23 for the McBain Ramblers. 57.3 seconds left. They are going to try and do ball security, force Everett to burn their timeouts to try and go into half. Clock just started running. Pace should not be in a hurry. Gets a snap. He's going to give it to Boss.
Face mask on Everett.
Boss is going to drive the ball. He's going to get about a gain of
24.
Looks almost like 10.
Straight ahead.
And they said it's Aiken, not Boss.
A flag down.
Aiken's got to go out because of his helmet. Face mask on Everett.
So they do have a face mask penalty against Everett.
Caleb goes in. Caleb Abbott goes in for Aiken.
Now,
Face mask.
when you're just trying to run out the clock, all of a sudden you get the big 15-yard penalty. Now you think you might want to go for it here, is that'll make it a fee on 1st down on the Everett 40-yard line. And the thing is that you might want to see if Tommy Maloney can handle the next field goal.
The penalty, the 1st down.
He's got the block ready. He's stretching on the sideline.
Well, he's a freshman. He can do that no matter what the down distance is going to be. There's the snap. It's going to be McGillis. McGillis is going to be pushing to the outside, comes up to the middle. He's going to get a whole pack of Wildcats, but not until he gets a nice 6-yard gain. He's down to the 34-yard line.
Picks up 5 yards. Brought down by a pack of Wildcats.
Pack of Wildcats.
McBain quickly, 13 seconds left. Block the ball there is Braylon Pace. They're looking for one shot here with 10.8 seconds left.
Stop the clock.
Spread formation coming in.
You throw it high to Rodenbaugh and see if anyone can get to his level, or do you look at McGillis and see if he can run over somebody to get to the end zone?
Remember the hook and ladder that they tried?
Oh, the successful hook and ladder?
Yeah. That
everybody's seen 4 times?
Yep. Yeah. And that Everett is pretty good at too.
Yes. All right, here we go. Trips on the near. Rodenbaugh by the top of the left. Here comes Pace. Pace rolls out. He is going to be sacked.
That's going to run the clock out.
And that could end the half. So at halftime, McBain Ramblers up 22-12. We are going to go to a halftime show. and then there'll be an interview. So you're listening to the home of McBain Rambler Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
Making the final arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
From sales and service to parts, your complete automotive experience begins and ends at McBain Auto and Truck Center, specializing in sales of rust-free Southern trucks that have never seen road salt. They offer professional repair on all makes and models, all the parts you'll need if you're a do-it-yourselfer, and a great selection of used cars and trucks. One stop is all you'll need. McBain Auto and Truck Center on Maury Road, just north of McBain. Proud to support all of our McBain student athletes.
With hard work and determination, Mary McNally's Dream is now open. 34 on Main Deli, which is inside McNally's Party Store in McBain. With breakfast, a rotating soup of the day, and daily specials on their Facebook page. All meals are homemade, including comfort desserts and a dessert menu. Open 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., and private catering is available. Call 825-2357. 825-2357. 34 on Main is a proud local sponsor of the McBain Ramblers.
Baker College of Cadillac is America's leading career college. Baker's focus has always been to maximize students' employability and marketplace value. Baker College programs provide students the skills that lead to real jobs. Every class stresses the specific skills employers say they need. 87% of available Baker graduates are employed or in graduate school. Baker College focuses on programs that support the careers that are in demand. Call the admissions office at 855-487-7888 or visit baker.edu.
Hello, Rambler fans, and welcome to the McBain Hardware Halftime Show. McBain Hardware, your home for Milwaukee and Pelican products. Thanks to their heated coats, we're able to stay warm here in the stands. But I'll tell you something that's more than warm. I'm going to talk about something that's red hot, and that's our volleyball team. I got two women here to do an interview. I got Lindy Vanderfluck, otherwise known as Linda when she goes to Beale City, and Gabby Verberkmos. Welcome, ladies, to the show. Okay, so real quick, can you, Lindy, give me a summary of what you guys did this past week in volleyball?
Tuesday we played Pine River for our Play for Zay night. We swept them pretty good. I feel like we came out with a lot of energy, but it's hard to keep playing when they don't have a lot of energy giving back to us. I feel like we did really good though. We can work on a lot more things, like our offense, making it faster, especially for districts coming up. And then Thursday we swept Everett, Pine River, and Reed City. I feel like our energy was really good the whole night. We did really good at serve receive. Again, our offense, I feel like could be a little bit faster going forward.
Excellent. So, Gabby, can you tell me what the final record for the team was? And can you also explain to me what Play for Zay actually means?
So our record is 40-6-2, and Play for Zay really means to us just like the little boy who has cancer. It just is so much more than a volleyball game for us. Like, it's the entire community coming together to raise money for the family and just for them to pay all their bills. And yeah.
Did you guys hear what the final amount that they made for that night was?
I think it was around $5,000.
I think it was closer to $6,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, $6,000 from the community to support this one family. What a great cause that was. Next week is a big week because your record goes back to 0-0. You lose and your season's done, but you guys have a little bit of aspirations further than that. Last year, you guys made it to the finals in Battle Creek. I assume that's your goal again, but before we do that, preview what your district looks like and what each team brings to you that will be a challenge or something you need to look out for, because you got by in the first round, then you play Manton.
Yep.
What about Manton is something that you guys are concerned about and that you need to really focus on if you want to make it past Manton?
So Manton is a really good team. They have really good defense. It's like kind of a team of liberos. Like, they're all just so good at defense, but their offense isn't the strongest, but it's still pretty decent. But we just have to be able to find open spots on the court, I feel like, for our offense, and we just have to, it's not going to be an easy win. We definitely have to, come to and work the game.
All right, and now, Lindy, if you guys make it to the finals, which will be on Thursday, not on Friday, there's a great chance that Lake City will be lurking there to fight against you. What's the strengths of Lake City's team, and what are the things that concern you about them?
I feel like they're really smart with their plays, and they have two super big middles, almost both taller than Gabby and I. So, and they are very strong hitters and like know where the open spots are on the court and can hit pretty hard. So I feel like we just need to get our blocks good and make sure we just always line up on them to like shut them down and just don't get into any holes. Just make sure we always have tons of energy. I feel like when we played them last time, we had a lot of energy and just kept going and shut them down. So that helped us a lot.
Yep.
Outstanding, outstanding. So we got districts next week. It will be in McBain. Monday will be Pine River versus Everett. The winner will play against Lake City on Wednesday, but you guys will be playing Manton at 5:30, that's for sure. Championship game on Thursday at 6 p.m. You guys had a fantastic season. Gabby, congratulations again on making 1,000 kills.
Thank you.
And Lindy, I don't know if you saw the highlight tape from last night's game, but we actually put one of your digs in slow motion as you slowly hit the floor to pop the ball up. So once again, you're doing a fantastic job, Pat. We wish you the best of luck, and
Thank you.
good luck with the postseason.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, this is the McBain Hardware halftime show. McBain Hardware, where my brother-in-law likes to say, if they don't have it, then you probably just don't need it. We'll be back in just a moment.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Your tailgating party starts at Lakeside Ace Hardware in Cadillac, with all the grills, propane, charcoal, smokers, sauces, rubs, and accessories to make your tailgating get-together a big hit. With grills from the biggest brand names like Traeger and Weber, and Blackstone griddles that come in sizes small enough to fit in your camper or big enough to feed the whole team. Visit the helpful hardware folks at Lakeside Ace Hardware, 838 North Mitchell Street, Cadillac's grilling headquarters. Proud to support our local schools and student athletes. McBain Rural Agricultural Schools has a legacy of excellence in education and athletics, starting at a young age. The new Little Wheels preschool program gets the youngest Ramblers ready for elementary school. The state-of-the-art Ellen Voss Performing Arts Center is a community cornerstone to nurture young creativity and talent. Technology is king in McBain, where every student gets their own school-issued MacBook. From preschool to high school, give your student the McBain advantage. Learn more at McBain.org.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned family pharmacy that takes pride in helping improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family, and their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store, located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain, or in Lake City at 45 Maury Road.
A name you'll never forget, Snappy's Garage. Snappy's Garage is just that. They'll get you in and out in a snap. They're located just outside of Falmouth and can service your vehicle, ORV, diesel engine, or any other automotive need. Snappy's Garage is fully licensed and ASE certified. Call 231-429-2549. Snappy's Garage. It's more than a name. It's Scott Chenema's way of doing business.
And we're back at halftime. We're in Everett, where McBain is leading 22-12. We got about 6 minutes and 48 seconds left of halftime. And Gary, what a great game that we're seeing here out of the Everett Wildcats and the McBain Ramblers.
The thing is we're getting paid to watch something we would be happy to pay for, because this is just a thriller so far. And the thing is, McBain may be up by 10, but Everett will get the ball to start the second half. So that is going to be something that is going to be very key for the rest of this game. So right down the scoring, McBain got stalled on the first drive, scored on the second drive off of the legs of Bryce Acom as he ran a 60-yard run, and then finished it with a 6-yard TD. Come back on the next series. The extra point was no good. Again, they stop Everett, and then a 35-yard pass from Braylon Pace to Calvin McGillis for McBain's second score of the game. That would make the score 12-0, and then there was a 2-point conversion there by Elijah Baker, making it 14-0. Well, Everett finally got their offensive clicking, and they were able to drive down there on the legs of Graber as they were able to score their first touchdown, making it 14-0. 2-6. McBain would not finish. They came back and answered one more time, and they finished that one with a Calvin McGillis 3-yard touchdown dive. And then one of the most exciting extra points you'll ever see, as it was a bad snap. Bryce Aiken throws a jump ball up, ends up in the lap of Calvin McGillis. Calvin McGillis rumbles, bumbles, dumbles down into the goal line, and he makes a 2-point conversion up. McBain goes up 22-6, and then a 55-yard pass, pitch and catch from Wallace to Marcellus White, and is going for the touchdowns. He goes to the house, making it 22-12, and that's the summary of your first half scoring. Lars, do you have any Northern Truck Service stats to bring to us?
So the one that's rumbling and running really well, started out really hot also, Bryce Aiken with around 100 yards rushing in the first half, doing a great job. And Gary, when we see him run, we don't really see him until he's about 20 yards downfield.
That is true. He's been fooled a couple times with that interior handoff to him.
Yeah, then everybody's carrying out their fakes. McBain's doing a really good job. Let's see. Calvin McGillis, about 70 yards total, one with his great 35-yard pass touchdown, adding with some hard running inside. And that's what I like to see so far, Gary, is the McBain runners are not going down. And the blockers are actually adding to the pile, trying to push like rugby style down the field. It's really a physical game. And I didn't expect it to be this physical with all the speed that Everett has and just the outright try to get down the field that McBain is doing with packing it in. But McBain hasn't just packed it in all game. They've gone to the spread. They've gone with some wing action, and it's really been an interesting chess battle, if you will, trying to keep Everett off balance on defense.
Yes, it has, and it is a tight game right here. McBain is up, but this offense is just ready to explode as they have scored on their last 2 offensive possessions. Want to remind you, you're listening to the McBain Hardware halftime show. McBain Hardware, the official warm keeper of Gary Vanna and Lars Dean. We got the sweet Milwaukee coats from McBain Hardware that are keeping us nice and toasty warm. I got the pockets turned down nice, so I can go ahead and keep my hands in the pockets and keep myself warm that way. No need for gloves with that.
An official restaurant.
So McBain Hardware, as my brother-in-law likes to say, if McBain Hardware doesn't have it, then you probably just don't need it.
Truth to that. So thank them for these warm and toasty jackets. I'm watching everybody else, cuddled up in blankets and moving and shaking, trying to stay warm. So Gary, I saw a guy come up to you at halftime and is like, hey, what's going on? My son's trying to listen and he can't get the NFHS video stream. So he wants to hear the game. So how do we do that if we're not in the listening area?
Well, the way they listen to the game, thanks to McLean Transmission. McLean Transmission, the official sponsor of the online streaming. All you have to do this, as I just had a man come ask me, is his son from Everett wants to listen to this game down in Grand Rapids. I said, hey, you can go on the Google. I don't know if you heard this thing. There's this thing called Google. And you can type in different things that you want, and they'll come up with these results. So you type in 1079 CDY Cadillac, and they'll come up to our radio station. You click on our homepage, and you'll see a little icon down the right-hand side of the McBain Rambler football. Click on that, and that'll give you straight link to the broadcast. If you don't like that, then you can go ahead and go to YouTube and look up CDY Sports, and that will also bring you straight to the broadcast. And all this is brought to you by McLean Transmission. McLean Transmission, for anything transmission related and for quality used cars, head over to McLean Transmission on LaChance Road between Cadillac and Lake City. Call 231-779-1394. Tell Doug that the CDY sent you to him.
So, Gary, it's kind of a battle of halves is what we've seen out of McBain. McBain has really had a strong first half compared to their second halves. And is it attrition, nutrition, injuries, just soreness from how hard these backs run? So McBain really needs to come out strong in the second half. And Everett playing from behind is such a dangerous team with their speed, their passing ability. But one thing we're not seeing so far is Cole Hopkins. Is he going to be back in the game?
That is a great question. And as we said before, his replacement has actually done quite well.
Yeah.
Is Tana Graber has come in for him and is just as fast. And like we said, he'd be starting on any other team in Northern Michigan if he wasn't on the same team as Cole Hopkins.
So I'm trying to look on the far sidelines, and it's just so far away. Plus, headlights of vehicles are shining at us. And I don't know where Cole is at. I don't know if he's sitting on the bench, if he is in just the sidelines, or if he took his uniform off. I can't tell.
All right. So we just want to let you know that you have been listening to the McBain Hardware Halftime Show. McBain Hardware for all your Pelican and Milwaukee needs. We are McBain's up 22-12, and you are listening to Home on McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
FIAM is family. As a proud member of the Cadillac business community and the world's largest manufacturer of car horns right here in Cadillac, FIAM is proud to support local families by offering stable jobs. There are lots of openings on second and third shifts in FIAM Technologies' modern air-conditioned factory floor. FIAM offers a competitive salary, a generous benefits package, and even weekly pay. Interested? Apply on site at 1550 Leeson Street. FIAM is family and proud to support McBain Athletics. SRM Concrete is family-owned and all about community. That's why they're supporting this broadcast. SRM Concrete was founded in 1999 with one singular goal: to provide superior ready-mix concrete service for your commercial and residential projects. With locations across northern and central lower Michigan, there's an SRM Concrete near you. From order to on-time delivery, the SRM Concrete team guarantees you'll be thrilled. Quality concrete, unmatched service. That's SRM Concrete. High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of McBain High School. CTC is the place to be. Huttinga Electric of Cadillac is your trusted and expert electric contractor, providing you with only quality services. We've always sought to provide you with reliable services because your satisfaction is our top priority. Locally owned and operated, Huttinga Electric is your local choice for electrical contracting, specializing in residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural electrical projects. We're licensed and insured for your protection. Call Huttinga Electric at 231-779-4699 today.
And we're back in Everett as we have just finished the McBain Hardware Halftime Show. McBain Hardware for all your Milwaukee and Pelican needs, and now they're starting to get men's beauty products for the Christmas season. So McBain Hardware has it all. Stop by and see Ron, Tyler, or Trevor for all your hardware needs. As my brother-in-law likes to say, if McBain Hardware doesn't have it, then you probably just don't need it. McBain getting ready to kick. As it looks like Thomas Maloney will be kicking off for the McBain Ramblers. Back deep.
Number 3, Jacoby White.
Is Jacoby White.
For Everett.
Got a request for the Cadillac score, so if Carly gets a chance to catch the Cadillac score, send that along to us. We'll share that with you guys also as they are playing against DeWitt tonight. And I know it's on the other station if you want to go there and quick check the score. But you don't want to stay there very long because you would miss a very exciting second half here in this game.
Nice, Gary. So Thomas Maloney ready, and we're anxious to see if Cole Hopkins will get back in the game.
Maloney puts the ball. He's going to kick it to Jacoby White. It's going to be sideways. Actually, it's not going to be caught by Jacoby. It's going to be Marcellus. Marcellus is going to bring it up. He makes one tackle up the middle, finally brought down by Calvin McGillis, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. First and 10 for the Everett Wildcats, and he's got a little hiccup in his giddy-up.
McGillis on the stop for the Ramblers.
So no Hopkins. They're staying with their Hopkins replacement. 2 is tied. Now Everett's ready to go.
No Hopkins. Great. Tanner Graber still at the running back. What a fantastic substitution he has been. Twins on the near, twins on the far. Everett going left to right on your radio dial. Graber goes out in motion. Wallace is flushed out by Johnny Sigma. And he's been cut in half by the Ghost Rider as Caleb Babbitt tackles him after a 2-yard gain.
3 yards.
It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Wildcats.
Caleb Babbitt on the stop for the Ramblers.
Wallace is really sneaky getting out of the backfield there. It almost makes McBain look like they have cement shoes on.
With the speed of Everett, they make everybody look like they have cement shoes on. Graber sets up on the right-hand side, trips on the near. It's going to be counter to Graber. Graber breaks 1 tackle. He's getting to the outside edge, breaks a 2nd tackle. He's got a 1st down and so much more. As he gets a 1st down and gets all the way to the 48-yard line. Late flag on the play as the boys were being bad boys. Let's see who gets the infraction.
They could call it a double on this thing.
They can.
Personal foul on sportsmanlike conduct against McBain.
But McBain gets caught for doing a little extracurricular after the tackle, and they'll be moving it 15 yards.
Against the Ramblers.
So a huge gain by Graber. Those 14 yards plus 15. It's now going to be 29-yard gain. And now move it all the way down to the McBain 33-yard line. 1st and 10 Wildcats. 11:08 left, 3rd quarter.
Wildcats will have a 1st and 10.
That's tough when you're trying to get the ball carrier down and he refuses to go down, and then the Everett blockers come in. You're just trying to defend yourself.
Graber sets up on the right-hand side. Wallace drops back to pass, throws it out in the flat to White. White is going to be immediately on that one. And a great textbook tackle.
Marcel White for a short gain.
Look like Isaac Boss on the tackle right there.
Number 11, Isaac Boss on the stop for the Ramblers.
It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats.
2nd and 7 coming up forever.
Just a 10-point game. McBain's got to try to hold Everett.
Trips on the near. Single on the far. Graber sets up on the near side or the right-hand side. Wallace gets the snap. Counter to Graber. Graber up the middle. He turns sideways. He's running away from Johnny Sigma, which I would run all day from. Gets a 5-yard gain and will make it 3rd and 3 for the Everett Wildcats.
Looks like Zeiderveen was in there on the tackle.
Third down and 3 coming up forever.
Under 10 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Everett driving, opening possession of the 2nd half. Twins on the near, twins on the far. The offense is starting to click for the Everett Wildcats. Graber sets up on the left-hand side of Wallace. We got a fake bubble screen. Wallace is going up the middle, and he's going to be grabbed up immediately by Johnny Sigma, and he's going to get about a 2-yard gain, just out of the 1st down. That'll make it 4th and 1.
Number 50, Sycamore on the stop for the Ramblers. The Wildcats face a 4th down and 1.
McBain sell out to try and stop this, and they're going to play straight up defense.
Well, they got to watch the ball first. You do not want to jump and give them a freebie.
Graber sets up on the left-hand side. Kobe in motion is going to be a little pass out to Kobe on the outside. He breaks 1 tackle. He is going to get inside the 10-yard line, down the 5 in the end zone for a touchdown. Everett fans go crazy as Wildcats come out and score, making the score McBain 22, Everett 18 on a great little scoop play on the outside.
You get them out there in air, if you will, and for how fast, and they plant a leg in the ground and make you look ridiculous when they're zigzagging back and forth. Again, the Nike cement shoes of McBain.
Wiki back into the extra point. There's the snap. Wallace, Wiki gets a nice high ball up. That looks like it's going to be no good. 0 for 3 on the extra points for Wiki.
Kick is no good.
So, with 8:44 left in the third quarter, McBain 22, Everett 18. You're listening to Home of McBain Sports. All new 107.9 CDY.
Making the final arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
Welcome back to Everett High School. As Everett has scored on 3 straight possessions, but they are still down by 4. McBain 22, Everett 18. Gary Hawkeye Vanna joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Perdine. Carly back at the station, trying to keep this train on the tracks, unlike the one in Cadillac.
Oh, yeah. They need a Carly there, don't they?
They needed a Carly on that train track, I guess, also. Wiki getting ready to kick the ball back deep for the Ramblers will be Boss. Second level is going to be Rodenbaugh and McGillis.
The last kick Everett did was an onside kick with a minute to go in the half. Let's see what this one comes.
Wiki's going to try a chip shot into the open spot. It's going to roll around. Boss is going to pick it up at the 25-yard line. He's going to be met immediately to 25-yard line. And now we're doing the
rugby scrum.
Rugby scrum for another 4 yards, and that will be McBain taking over about the 27-yard
line.
First and 10 for the McBain Ramblers on the P on first down. All right, McBain needs to answer the score right there.
Marshall!
Coming in the wing T. Boss, Acom, McGillis in the back. Everett packing it in. This one's going to get, Baker. Baker's going to go to the outside, comes back to the middle. He's going to be brought down, but not until he gets about a 4-yard gain. That should be second and 6.
Great job following his blockers. Turned no gain into 4 yards.
I can say that's closer to 5 yards right there. As he is on the 35-yard line of Everett. McBain breaks a hurdle. Tight wing T. Pace is going to give to McGillis on the counter. McGillis is going to follow his blocker, and he's going to get another 4 yards. That should make it second and 2 for the Ramblers.
4 yards.
White and Baker are going at it. Kind of like the personal wars that go on in the middle of a football game.
Well, you got a senior in Baker who doesn't want his season to end, and he's going to be leaving everything out there. Pace under center. Counter to Baker. Baker pops it to the outside, but he's going to get every player on his back.
He might get the first.
It's good. Forward progress and a first down.
Yeah, the Cowbells have stopped.
A short gain on the play.
They gave him the first down.
He got hit and moved back quick because he's such a smaller back, but he gained enough for the first.
That's a huge medium first down for the McBain Ramblers.
Make the stop.
All right, single wing, McGillis. You got pro set. It's going to inside to Acom. Acom is only going to get about a 3-yard gain.
Acom, the ball carrier.
It should be second and 8, we'll call it.
Big Jackson Craven on the stop for the Wildcats. Get your hand, Marcel! Let's go, D!
Got the tight wing T right here. McBain gets the snap. Confusion in the backfield. Looks like Pace is going to throw it. Oh, overthrown Avery to Ryder. The tight end. Little slip play was there. Just missed it.
Consider for DeRuiter is incomplete.
Third and 8.
Third and 8 for the Ramblers.
Good call by Maloney.
Yeah, good pass protection by the line. Gave Pace plenty of time to throw it. Only one-man route. Everett has really packed it in. 11 men in the box. If he comes down with that's a huge play.
Pro set, single wing on the far side. That'll be McGillis. Acom, Boss in the backfield. And Pace drops back. He's going to be looking for the throw. Throws a high ball. It's going to overthrow McGillis. That's another incomplete pass.
Consider for McGillis falls incomplete. Keith Ladd on the coverage.
4th and 8 for McBain on their own 42-yard line. Maloney has a decision to make here.
You know, Everett went with it on 4th and 2 about the same area. Deep in their own territory.
Judah Leonard goes into snap. He is the long snapper for the McBain Ramblers.
So 4th and 8.
Carson Murphy is going to be doing the kicking for McBain. Snap up, good. Murphy puts the ball. Boy, that's a high ball. It's not going to get very far, but you better be careful. That could hit somebody. It is going to be down by Calvin McGillis at the 45-yard line from Everett.
Basically a 10-yard net punt.
Flag on the play back by Murphy.
They kicked down near midfield. There's a flag down.
So you could get Everett on a holding back there trying to do their punt coverage. Roughing the punter, but nobody was really back there.
Well, they may have gone after Murphy to block him after the punt was gone. So here we go. We're going to see what the officials are doing. Great job by the officials, making sure they get these calls right. They are discussing. They're making sure everyone sees what they saw. And it's caused a little bit of a delay, but that's okay because we'd rather have it called right than anything else.
The fans are cute. They're like, hurry up, let's go. It's not because they want the game going. They're cold. They don't have the McBain hardware Milwaukee jackets.
You think McBain hardware is getting enough mileage out of that? They just switched the footballs. They're tossing one back to McBain. So I assume
it'll stay Everett ball.
It'll stay Everett ball.
Personal foul on Everett. Did they eject him? After he made that call, Gary, the ref, look at his arm.
He calls the
okay.
foul.
He did not eject him. Okay.
So it looks like what's going to happen is Everett's going to maintain the ball. And it's going to be first down and 10, but it's going to move it all the way down the 30-yard line for the Everett Wildcats.
Pat's going to argue, well, if it's personal foul, it should stay McBain's ball.
Yes.
So Wildcats maintain possession.
Look at both coaches almost to the numbers. Pat Maloney way past, both talking to officials, trying to get an explanation.
All right, 6 minutes left. McBain up 22-18. Everett's got the ball. They're waiting for an explanation. Maloney's not happy with the way this is going to go because it's just after the ball. So Everett's going to keep the ball.
So it was funny, the Everett fans are like excited because one ref threw the flag back to the other ref, and they thought a flag was thrown.
Officials still trying to get the call right. Still making sure they got it all done.
It is a 4-point game with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Game is tight, excited. Both fans are anxious to see how their teams are going to do.
Everett's having a magical season, let's be honest. And they're looking for a revenge game against Beale City. And they're getting a hiccup on the road that they're not exactly sure they were quite expecting like this. They want to get this win. They want to keep moving it forward. But at this time, we want to thank the sponsors that make all this happen, so I think I have a couple minutes. McBain Auto Service, 34 on Main. McBain Lake City Family Pharmacy. SRM Concrete. Wexford Masaki CTC. Stampy's Garage. Lakeside Ace Hardware. McBain Rural Agricultural School. Hudiga Electric. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Kelly's Pizza and Grill. McNally's Party Store. McLean Transmission. Fluker Mechanical. Judy K. Gildy Photography. McBain Hardware. Core Design. Theom. Northern Truck Service. And Baker College.
All right, the refs break their huddle. Looks like nothing's going to happen. He's going to blow his whistle here in a second to get the 25-second clock started. Here we go.
Game on. Everett, first down and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Tanner Graber sets up on the right-hand side of Wallace. It looks like a counter Graber. No, it's going to be a pass out in the flat. The Ladd is going to be tripped up by Caleb Abbott, but not until he gets a 6-yard gain.
That's a gain of 7 yards.
Johnny Sickle put licking on Wallace as he released the ball there.
Yes, he did. But Wallace had enough presence of mind to get the pass off, and actually it looked like it was going to be short. Ladd did a nice job of catching that.
It looked like Ladd had to drop his shoulder to go sidearm to get it around Big Sycamore. Graber sets up on the left-hand side of Wallace. In motion is White. White is going to go far out. Ladd over the middle. He's got wide open. Ladd is going behind the defense. He is going to go all the way to the house. Touchdown, Everett. Wild 62-yard touchdown pass, giving Everett their first lead of the game, 24-22. Wallace to Ladd. Ladd just outran everybody to the end zone untouched for a 64-yard touchdown.
Just straight down the field. No moves, nothing.
Wiki on the kick again. Trying to get Everett a 3-point lead at this point. There's the snap. Wallace puts it down. Wiki puts it up. It looks like Wiki's going to be good this time. No good.
Oh, my goodness. We're at such an angle, we don't know what's going on. It looks like it's going through.
I think it's the scoreboard right through the goalpost for us that makes the lights. So, with 5:10 left in the third quarter, Everett got their first lead up 24-22 over McBain. You listen to Home and McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
From sales and service to parts, your complete automotive experience begins and ends at McBain Auto and Truck Center, specializing in sales of rust-free Southern trucks that have never seen road salt. They offer professional repair on all makes and models, all the parts you'll need if you're a do-it-yourselfer, and a great selection of used cars and trucks. One stop is all you'll need. McBain Auto and Truck Center on Morey Road, just north of McBain. Proud to support all of our McBain student athletes.
And we're back here in Everett as Everett has scored on both drives of this half. And that will now give them their first lead of the game, 24-22. As Everett gets ready to kick. Gary Hawkeye Band joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Verdeen. We knew this was going to be a good one, and it sure has been as billed. You don't want to miss any of this game. I heard we picked up some fans in Grand Rapids thanks to McLean Transmission. McLean Transmission, the official streaming sponsor of all McBain area sports. And I believe all Cadillac area sports too on 107.1. All right. McBain playing from behind for the very first time. Wiki getting ready to put boot to ball on this one. Wiki kick. Kick is going to land about the 18-yard line. Gets past Ronan ball. Picked up by Boss. Boss finds a little seam on the outside, but he's going to be getting about a 3-yard gain. McBain, 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line.
Kick taken by Boss.
Puts McBain back pretty deep. Needs about 70 yards to go for the touchdown.
The Ramblers will start 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line.
Now the chess match is McBain's strength is packing it in and running, but whenever it packs it in with 11 in the box, it's hard to run through that. So they come out in a spread formation.
Aiken sits up on the left-hand side of Pace. Pace gives a jet sweep to McGillis. McGillis turns it up, puts a helmet to someone, gets about a 2-yard gain on that one. 2nd down and 8 for the McBain Ramblers.
Picks up 2 yards. Keenan and Craven team up on the tackle.
You know, and really these are the same plays that they run out of the tee. They just have the defense spread out even farther.
Sticking with the spread, twins on the near, twins on the far. The Ryder and Baker on my side, got McGillis and Boss on the far side. Baker in motion, looks like a jet sweep to Baker. Baker to the short side of the field. He's going to turn it up, follow his blockers, and he's going to get a little save. He's probably going to get a 1st down on that one.
Number 24, Baker takes the handoff from the right side. That's a 1st down for the Ramblers.
Got Dion 1st down on that one.
Knocked out of bounds by
4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats 24, McBain 22. Cowbells everywhere.
Yeah, and it was cute because it's McBain's 1st down, but yet when they announced who made the tackle, they got excited.
Everton had a great team here, and they have a excitement in the crowd, and it's great to see. Got the wing tee tight packed in right now. Mace under center. He's going to give it to McGillis to the outside. McGillis is going to run over White, but he's going to be tripped up. We're going to give him a 3-yard gain on that one.
Yeah, it's nice when you can fall forward about 3-4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Oh, they're giving 4, so that'll make it 2nd and 6 for the Ramblers.
That shows you how tall Calvin McGillis is.
Wing tee for the Ramblers, packed in tight on the offensive line. Everett rolls in their linebackers. It's going to be an inside handout to Acom. Acom is going to be swallowed up right up the middle, nowhere to go. It could be a loss of the yard, I believe. Making it 3rd down.
Number
5
or
6.
Followed up by Graver and Craven.
3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 5 for the
So when Acom gets the ball inside, it's usually a trap play, which means someone was able to penetrate right behind the guards pulling.
3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. McBain playing from behind for the first time all game. Everett's offense has been on the field 2 times, scored 2 times. McBain needs to get the match on this scoreboard here. Pro formation, wing on the far side. Pace drops back. Pace has got Connor Murphy wide open. Goes to Murphy. Murphy catches it in the basket. And he is going to keep on going forward. Breaks one tackle, gets all the way down to the 25-yard line for the McBain Ramblers. That's a huge first down.
Number 9.
What's about like 33 yard?
So I got a 42-yard completion on that one. McBain now deep into Everett's territory. They're on the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Great little drawn-up play for the tight end, this time to Murphy. Not the fleetest of foot, but greatest hands. Wing T, counter on this to McGillis. McGillis wrapped up in the backfield. He's going to still drag it forward for a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 for the Ramblers.
McGillis on the handoff.
I love the chess match there. Pat comes out in the spread, gets a first down out of it, and then he goes back into the double tight T, struggles a little bit, and then runs a pass play out of that packed in T. Murphy for the first.
McBain breaks the huddle. 2nd and 7 for the Ramblers. They got the pro set wing on the far side. McGillis going right to left on your radio now. There's a snap there. It looks like they're going to get Everett to jump.
Offsides on Everett. Good call.
Offside against the Wildcats.
5 yards is now going to make it 2nd down and 3 for the Ramblers. Maloney gives the play into Pace. Pace runs in the huddle. Minute 20 left in the 3rd quarter. McBain is down. Wildcats 24, McBain 22.
Hey, Paul, player! Get off the field!
Pro set. Hand out to Elijah Baker. He's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. He's going to break free if there's been a whistle.
They called him, just his forward motion had stopped, so they called him down, but Elijah's pretty fired up because he was able to break away from it.
So Elijah Baker with the loss of 1. Good call by the officials because really his forward progress had stopped, and Everett probably let off a little bit when they heard the whistle, so that's not exactly fair to think that he wasn't tackled, because once the whistle's gone, you don't want to hit someone afterwards. You will get penalized. Spread formation, Twins on the near, Twins on the far. McGillis goes in motion and he falls. It's going to be a keeper by Pace. Pace going up the middle. He looks like he's going to be at the 15-yard line.
Bring up about a 4th and 1, maybe 4th and 2.
And 2 for the Ramblers.
So at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's the Wildcats 24, McBain 22. We got 1 more quarter to go, and you don't want to miss it for the fantastic finish we'll have. You're listening home at McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
With hard work and determination, Mary McNally's dream is now open. 34 on Main Deli, which is inside McNally's Party Store in McBain. With breakfast, a rotating soup of the day, and daily specials on their Facebook page, all meals are homemade, including comfort desserts and a dessert menu. Open 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., and private catering is available. Call 825-2357. 825-2357. 34 on Main is a proud local sponsor of the McBain Ramblers.
And we're back. It's been quite a second half. Everett, 2 possessions, 2 scores. McBain sitting here at 4th down and 2 from the 15-yard line of the Everett Wildcats. Looking to be going for it right here. Needing the 2 yards to keep this drive alive. Needing a score to get the lead back. Has it been all McBain the first half, and Everett last 4 possessions, 4 scores, making it 24-22 Wildcats. See what McBain is going to draw up in the playbook right here. This is where man-on-man, this is where all those hours in the weight room made a difference. We'll see what happens here. Lars, do you see a little trickeration?
I think they're going to go Kelvin McGillis off tackle, trying to get the 2 yards.
Okay.
This is one of McBain's longest sustained drives, the most plays they've had.
Well, McBain comes out in the pro set, wing on the near side. McGillis is the wing man. Acom, Baker in the backfield. Starting the 4th quarter right now. Here's the handoff. It's going to be drop back. It's going to be pass. It's going to be once again to Murphy. Murphy's going to fall incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs. Everett's ball 1st and 10. On their own 15-yard line.
The Wildcat defense hard.
All right, McBain now his defense is going to have to answer as they get late substitutions in there. Graber sets up on the right-hand side. There's going to be a snap. It's going to be thrown deep right here. Wide open is Johnson. Johnson's going to catch it at the 38-yard line.
There was movement on the line. All the McBain players stopped playing, and there's no flags, no calls.
Well, you know what? You don't hear a whistle, you can't stop. 1st and 10 for the Everett Wildcats on 37. 22-yard completion to keep the clock moving, to keep them moving forward. Lad in motion right here. He's going to run back behind Wallace. Wallace is going to give to Graber. Graber's going to try to get the outside, but he's in the backfield, breaks one tackle, breaks a second tackle, runs around the third tackle, probably brought down by Johnny Sycamore and Isaac Boss, but not until a 3-yard gain. We'll make that, wow, that's more than 3. That's a 7-yard gain for Graber. I want to remind everyone, you're listening to 107.9 CDY, McBain, Cadillac, Lake City.
Baker College of Cadillac is America's leading career college. Baker's focus has always been to maximize students' employability and marketplace value. Baker College programs provide students the skills that lead to real jobs. Every class stresses the specific skills employers say they need. 87% of available Baker graduates are employed or in graduate school. Baker College focuses on programs that support the careers that are in demand. Call the admissions office at 855-487-7888 or visit baker.edu.
That's a big boy hitting a quick, small quarterback.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Less than 10:30 left in the game. Everett Wildcat, 3rd and 2. They've been able to convert this all day long. McBain's going to see if they can answer the bell right now. Twins on the far, twins on the near. Everett going from right to left on your radio dial. Tanner Graber sets up on the right-hand side of Wallace. There's the snap. He's going to roll out, looking in the flat. Nobody. Throws up a jump ball right there, and it's going to be caught by Wallace at the 32-yard line over Lane Houston. Falls down at the 31. First down for the Everett Wildcats.
A flag down.
We do have a flag on the play.
Good.
Where is the flag? They're holding the sticks. They got to talk about it yet. So that doesn't mean it's on McBain or Everett yet.
Under 10 minutes left. This is a huge penalty and he'll call. And they call against the McBain Ramblers. Interference declined. And it'll be Everett ball on the McBain 30-yard line. Everett up 24-22. Looking to add to the lead.
Penalty will take the reception. First down, Everett.
There's the clock running. Everett triples on the near side, wide side. Sets Graber up on the left-hand side. That is our side. Ladd in motion. Ladd is going to go behind the quarterback. It is an inside handoff to Graber. Graber shifting. He's going to make one man miss. Second man miss. Gets behind Ladd. Almost breaks the tackle of Caleb Abbott, but gets all the way down to the 16-yard line. Having a fantastic game coming off the bench is that Tanner Graber.
17-yard line. That's a first down.
You know, I don't know how their whole season has gone, but can you imagine Graber like, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance.
Definite warning.
There we go. Trips on the far side. Graber sets up on the right-hand side. That's the wide side of the field. There's the snap. He's going to look over the middle. He's going to give it to Johnson. Flag on the play, even though it just got picked.
The play was blown dead.
We got a legal procedure against Everett.
Start against the offense.
Not false start. Dropping back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Everett Wildcats.
And there's no declining that because the play never happened.
That's right. And it was whistle dead before the pass was tipped anyway. So 1st and 15 for the Everett Wildcats on the 23-yard line. Everett Wildcats having a magical season, want to keep it going. 9 minutes left in the game. Offense is looking excellent for the Everett Wildcats. McBain's defense needs to figure out if they can answer the bell on this. We got twins on the near, twins on the wide side. A lot of room over there. Graber sets up on the near side or the short side. It is going to be Wallace. Wallace is going to give it to White. White's going to try and run before he completes the catch. It's an incomplete pass. Second down and 15.
So a lot of contact can be made downfield if the ball is thrown behind the line of scrimmage. So the other receivers that are out there are going down and starting to block right away.
McBain taking the time to get the signal from the sideline. They got it. They're on the far south hash mark. A lot of room on the right-hand side. Twins on the near, twins on the far. Graber sets up on the wide side of the field, the right-hand side of Wallace. Wallace is going to do a delayed counter, and it's going to be grabbed from behind and finally racked up by Johnny Sycamore and Judah Leonard on the tackle. Graber's going to get a short gain. I can give him a gain of 2.
No gain on the play.
That's a good thing he's in charge because that would give him 2 yards, but no gain. 3rd and 15 for the Everett Wildcats.
Big play for both teams right here.
8:20 left in the ball game. Trips on the far side, wide side of the field, Sing on the near side. Graber sets up behind the quarterback, goes in motion there. And now he's going to go one-on-one on the near sideline. Boss is going to almost intercept it. White had to turn it to the defender, break up that interception. Incomplete. 4th down and 15 for the Everett Wildcats.
They're in great field position. They're going to definitely go for it, even on 4th and 15.
Well, with the explosive, as explosive as this offense is, it feels like we're watching a Madden game the way they can score at will at times.
I never got Madden to score like that.
Well, maybe if you weren't playing on the Atari 2600, you may have updated it to the more modern system.
Honestly, I would go a short pass here and let the feet of Everett get you that 1st down.
All right, twins on the near, twins on the far. Graber goes in motion. Wide receiver out. Wallace wants it all. Wallace is going to get it. It's going to fall incomplete. The McBain defense holds.
No flags. That's a turnover on downs.
1st and 10 for McBain. That's a huge fee on 1st down.
I'll tell you what. Gary, they needed 15. They went for 30. With the athletes that you had, you almost could have put a nail in this coffin if you could have did that. That gives McBain life.
McBain's living on the edge right now, and they cannot fall anymore behind and still feel like they could come back in the game. Except, Everett hasn't been able to convert their extra points.
Right.
So McBain definitely needs a score. Obviously, when you're down by 2, you can't win with less points. So McBain comes out with the spread formation. McGillis is your fullback now. Baker goes in motion. He's going to get the jet sweep behind McGillis. He's going to turn it up. Great defense by the Wildcats, but it looks like it'll be, a 1-yard gain for Baker? 2nd and 9 for the McBain Ramblers.
Maloney switching up some of the offenses, trying to get Everett to spread it out and not have 11 in the box.
7:30 left in the ball game. Wildcats up 24-22. Defense has played very well the second half, keeping McBain out of the end zone this whole second half. McBain hoping to change the fortune right now. They did get all the way down the 15-yard line the last drive before it stalled out. Got twins on the near side. In motion is Acom. It looks like a pass through the middle, and it's going to be broken up by Ladd, in and out of the hands of Baker. That was just a rope thrown from base.
It was. That was a dime, and Elijah kind of bumbled it a little bit, and then when the contact was made by Ladd, he had no chance to pull it in. Yeah, Pace definitely steps into those throws.
He did on that one. 3rd and 8 for the McBain Ramblers. 7:02 left in the ball game. Everett up 24-22. It's almost 4-down territory for the McBain Ramblers.
Timeout by McBain.
McBain takes a timeout. 7:02 left in the ball game. Everett 24, McBain 22. You listen to Home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Your tailgating party starts at Lakeside Ace Hardware in Cadillac with all the grills, propane, charcoal, smokers, sauces, rubs, and accessories to make your tailgating get-together a big hit. With grills from the biggest brand names like Traeger and Weber and Blackstone griddles that come in sizes small enough to fit in your camper or big enough to feed the whole team. Visit the helpful hardware folks at Lakeside Ace Hardware, 838 North Mitchell Street, Cadillac's grilling headquarters. Proud to support our local schools and student athletes.
And we're back here in McBain. We have a fantastic game. And you want to catch the end of the 7 minutes left in the game. Wildcats 24, McBain 22. McBain at 3rd and 8. If you leave the area, if you have someone that's not in the area wants to hear this, you go to 1079 CDY, click on the link brought to you by McBain Transmission, and you can listen to anywhere in the nation. Twins on the near, twins on the far. In motion is Baker. There's the snap. He pump fakes. He's going to go for the deep ball, and it slipped off his hands. Are they calling it an incomplete pass, or are they calling it a fumble?
It looks like they're calling it a fumble.
If that is a fumble, that will be Everett's ball on the 26-yard line.
Now Pace got hit from the back, and they're calling it a fumble.
That is going to be Everett's ball on the 26-yard line. First turnover of the game, and it goes against the McBain Ramblers.
Now Pace got hit as he was throwing, and that is a total judgment call by the officials. Whether, in the NFL, they're always like, was the hand empty as it went forward, or...
The tuck roll. Jackson Craven, Coach Pat Craven's son, on the recovery. Everett now in control right now. They get the handoff inside to Graber. Graber's got a line of blockers. He's going to get about an 8-yard gain, and then he's going to be sat down. On the tap on that one, looks like we had
Judah Leonard in there.
Judah Leonard in there and Bryce Acom.
Number 62.
That's a big call.
On the stop of the Ramblers.
If it was incomplete, that would have given McBain a chance to even punt it.
Well, the defense, they know what their job is here. You got twins on the far, single on the near. You got a single wing. Just moved them over to the short side of the field. Graber sets up on the left-hand side of Wallace. Wallace gets the snap. He's going to get an inside handoff to Graber. Graber is going to break 2 tackles. He's going down at the 14-yard line, getting the Everett crowd all lit up, as that will be a first down for the Everett Wildcats, but he's not getting up very quickly.
So he did get the first. That's going to be an official timeout for an injury. Graber doesn't go down easy, so McBain is, piling on him as he's going down.
So we're going to keep it here for this, as we want to give a shout-out to all the people that made all these broadcasts happen. And I want to remind everyone that this isn't done. No matter what happens, there'll be more McBain broadcasts, as we will be continuing a full slate of 10 games of the basketball season and postseason tournament, covering both Northern Michigan Christian and the McBain Ramblers. People want to give a shout-out that has been sponsoring us all season long: Baker College, Northern Truck Service, McBain Hardware, Core Design, PM, Judy K. Gildy, Pfluger Mechanical, McLean Transmission, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, McNally's Party Store, Huntington Electric, McBain Rural Agricultural School, Lakeside Ace Hardware, SRM Concrete, Wexford Misaki CTC, Snappy's Garage, McBain Lake City Family Pharmacy, 34 on Main, and McBain Auto Service. As they continue to work on that, we will send it back to the station as the Everett Wildcats, 6:08 left in the game, up 24-22. You listen to Home at McBain Sports on the all-new 1079 CDY.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools has a legacy of excellence in education and athletics, starting at a young age. The new Little Wheels preschool program gets the youngest Ramblers ready for elementary school. The state-of-the-art Ellen Voss Performing Arts Center is a community cornerstone to nurture young creativity and talent. Technology is king in McBain, where every student gets their own school-issued MacBook. From preschool to high school, give your student the McBain advantage. Learn more at McBain.org.
And we're back here in Everett as the Everett Wildcats are 24-22, looking to punch a ticket to next week's game, as They will face the winner, or the winner of this will face the winner of Frankfurt versus East Jordan. That's being played in Frankfurt right now. As Everett comes back onto the field. 6:08 left in the game. Everett all the way down to the McBain 15-yard line. It looks like they're going to have to move White to the backfield. As our new tailback will be Jacoby White. And it's going to be Wallace going to the end zone right there. Complete pass. Galad, touchdown. Everett making the score 30-22. 5:55 left in the game. Everett crowd going crazy on that one, as they should, as their Wildcats are up. McBain down by 8, needing to stop this. Everett's going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Their kicks have not been good, so this is a good call by Everett. But if you don't make it, Gary, it's still a one-score game.
Okay, Wiki now is going to come in to kick.
Maybe Wiki's just not good on the scoreboard side of the field. Maybe.
All right, so Wiki gets ready to kick. This is a huge point right here, because this will make it a two-score game if he can get this in. The fans are hoping for Wiki to go on this one. The snap's there, snap's good. Kicks up, and the kick is good. They're going to make for the 9-point lead. For the Everett Wildcats, they're up now 31-22. McBain needs 2 scores to win this game. 5:55 left. You're listening to Home at McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned family pharmacy that takes pride in helping improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family, and their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain, or in Lake City at 45 Maury Road.
And we're back here at Everett, as Everett has extended their lead up 31-22. 5:55 left in the game, and 5:55 left in one of these seasons. Who it will be, we'll find out real shortly, as Wiki gets ready to kick.
For the
Back deep for the Ramblers is Isaac Boss. Wiki puts boot to ball. He's going to kick it. He's going to get into the hands of Rodenball. Rodenball has got a little bit of a return, finds a lane, gets it all the way up to the 35-yard line. Now the team's going to push it for another 3 yards. So it will be McBain's ball, 1st and 10 on their own 38-yard line.
Number 34,
So not bad field position for McBain, but that extra point attempt to make it a 2-possession game was huge.
The Ramblers will start 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line.
Wildcats 31, Ramblers 22, 5:46 left. McBain's been playing hard all season. Wildcats pitching a shutout for the second half. Is all McBain's 22 points came in the first half. They're going to try and score quickly as they come out with the spread. Rodenball, McGillis on the near side. Acom sets up on the right-hand side of Pace. Baker and Boss on the far sideline. Quick pass is going to be just behind McGillis.
Pass is then for McGillis. Ball incomplete.
That'll be an incomplete pass. Second attempt for the Ramblers.
Coming up for the Ramblers.
McBain trying to get downfield quick using the pass. Does stop the clock if it's incomplete.
I think Maloney has something up his sleeve on this play. It'd be interesting to see what this is. McBain back in the spread formation. Akeham's going to go out. McGillis is going to be the running back. We got what they want, and motion is going to be Baker. We have a delay of game.
Delay of game would be called.
That'll be 5 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 15 for the McBain Ramblers.
That's a 5-yard penalty.
Saw this earlier in the game too, where a couple players didn't know exactly where to go, taking too much time. 2nd and 15.
Let's go, D!
Looks like McBain is set up for the exact same play. After the 5 yards, hopefully they got this figured out. Baker in motion. It's going to be a counter to McGillis. McGillis is going to run up the middle, run over a couple guys, breaks a tackle. He's going to get a first down and a little bit more. But he keeps on dragging bodies along. The line keeps on blocking, and it looks like the scrum is finally going to end up at the 44-yard line of Everett, and that'll give you a Dion first down as he gets from the 34. We got 10, 22 yards. What'd you say on that, Lars?
I'm writing down 22 because that's what Hawkeye said.
Ramblers have been built to the first and 10. The Wildcat 43-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Ramblers from the 43-yard line. Just about 5 minutes left in the game. McBain needs 2 scores, but you can't get 2 until you get 1, and they're going to try and get the first one right now. Everett, 31. McBain, 22. It's going to be Pace rolling back. He's going to throw it back to McGillis. McGillis is wide open down the sideline. He collects it and gets out of bounds. But he's going to get a big gain for another Dion first down as he gets down to the Everett 27-yard line and stops the clock.
That's a first down for the Ramblers.
Great trickeration there. Faked it to him early. Looked the other way. Let him get downfield. He's wide open. Gets out enough for the first down.
16-yard completion on that play. 4:43 left in the game. McBain is driving, but they need 2 scores. Twins up in the far. We got a wing on this side. In motion's Baker. Baker's going to get behind the wing and get behind McGillis. Sets McGillis up for a block. He's going to try and turn the corner. He's going to get inside the 20-yard line and out of bounds. That will stop the clock after an 8-yard gain.
By number 12, Preston Wallace.
Everett's in the bend but don't break defense, which allows McBain to get some pretty good yardage and moving downfield.
And get out.
Maloney still has 3 timeouts in the second half, yes?
He does. Right now, DeWitt 36, Cadillac 20 on our sister station.
Says McBain only has 2 timeouts left on the scoreboard, if that's right.
McBain confused on what they're trying to set up here. I don't even know what this formation, but Baker goes behind power. Counter to McGillis. McGillis makes a tackle in the backfield. He's going to be cut down at the knees, and he's going to get down to the 18-yard line. That may be enough for a first down.
Down by number 3 to Goldie White. Just short of the first down marker.
Short by a yard.
The 3rd and 2 for the Ramblers.
Big third down here. Obviously 4 down territory if you don't make it. But why risk it?
Spread formation. Inside handoff to McGillis. McGillis has a wide hole there, and he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That will make it 1st and 10 for McBain. A Dion first down.
That stops the clock while they move the chains, but that'll start up again soon.
Under 4 minutes left in the game. Wildcats 31, McBain 22. McBain is now on the 14-yard line. They need 2 scores to have a chance in this game. Trips on the near side, the short side of the field with Murphy. Crossing there, almost intercepted on that one as it was just behind Elijah Baker. Wiki almost with the big interception that would have just ended McBain's hopes in this one.
2nd and 10 coming up for the Ramblers.
This is a fantastic Highland Conference showdown. Both teams have been playing outstanding. Everett has been playing very well. McBain's been playing well. Everett up 31, McBain 22, 3:36 left in the game. Pace gets the call from Maloney. 2nd and 10. Baker, Murphy, and Boss on the far side. McGillis all by himself on the near side. Acom is going to be your up back. Pace rolls out, and then we got a flag on the play.
Delay a game again.
Delay a game against the McBain Ramblers.
Delay a game.
Going to stay 2nd down, but now 2nd and 15.
I'll move it back 5 yards. A 2nd down and 15.
Same formation, except Acom sits up on the right-hand side of Pace. Snap, Pace rolls out. There's going to be another flag on the play. Time out, Everett Wildcats. 3:30 left in the game. Everett up 31-22. Time out, Everett Wildcats. You listen to Home and McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
A name you'll never forget, Snappy's Garage. Snappy's Garage is just that. They'll get you in and out in a snap. They're located just outside of Falmouth and can service your vehicle, ORV, diesel engine, or any other automotive need. Snappy's Garage is fully licensed and ASE certified. Call 231-429-2549. Snappy's Garage. It's more than a name. It's Scott Chenema's way of doing business.
And we're back here in Everett as we have a great one going on. McBain went up 22-12, up by 10 in the first half. The second half has been all Everett Wildcats as they kept McBain out of the end zone, and then they were able to run the score up 21 points unanswered against the McBain Ramblers. They're up 31, McBain 22, 3:30 left. McBain is just took a delay of game penalty that moves them to the 14-yard line, the 19-yard line. In Everett territory. 1st and 15. Timeout.
Looks like both teams only have 2 timeouts left.
The best thing about playoff football is all teams will leave everything on the field every game. McBain actually been in playoff mode for 3 weeks now, seeing if they can keep it going for the 4th. Single on the near sideline. Pace rolls out. He's going to come back to McGillis. It's going to be short. This is going to be intercepted by Jacoby White. Jacoby White is going to come up the sideline. Back out of bounds. Great Acom, but not until it is a turnover, and it is going to be Everett's ball with 3:21 left. Everett, 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Everett fans celebrating that. They know how big that interception was. The interception brings the 18th team from the band. Graber back in the game, sets up on the right-hand side of Wallace. It's going to be a handoff to Graber. Graber's going to head towards the corner. He's going to be met in the backfield. He's going to be brought down by Big Mac Bonaco.
Tanner Graber, the ball carrier.
Or Johnny Sycamore.
Picks up a yard.
He gets a yard, but he does stay in bounds. Keeps the clock running. McBain will take a timeout. The 2nd of the half. So 3:10 left in the game. Everett 31, McBain 22. I'm going to throw it back to the station one last time, and we'll keep you here for the rest of the game. But right now, you're listening to Home and McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
FIAM is family. As a proud member of the Cadillac business community and the world's largest manufacturer of car horns right here in Cadillac, FIAM is proud to support local families by offering stable jobs. There are lots of openings on 2nd and 3rd shifts in FIAM Technology's modern air-conditioned factory floor. FIAM offers a competitive salary, a generous benefits package, and even weekly pay. Interested? Apply on site at 1550 Leeson Street. FIAM is family and proud to support McBain Athletics.
And we're back as the Everett Wildcats up by 9. Got the ball on an interception. 2nd down and 9 looking to salt this game away. 3:10 left in the game. McBain has 1 timeout left. Graber sets up on the left-hand side. They're going to keep it on the ground. Graber's going to pop it to the outside, back into the middle. Big game there, and it looks like he's going to be close to a first down. That will be a huge first down for the Wildcats, and they do give him the benefit of the doubt. It is on the 42-yard line. So 3 minutes left. Everett Wildcat with a fresh set of 4 downs, up by 9.
Graber doesn't look like he's affected by the injury.
He does
hard.
not at all, and it doesn't look like they miss a beat with Graber in there. Twins on the far, single on the near. Wallace now watching for the countdown from the official before he's going to snap it. They got a wing set up on the far side of the field. Hand up. Wallace is ready to run the offense. Graber sets up on the left-hand side. There's a snap. Hand up in the inside to Graber. Graber jumps over the center, and then he's going to cut right in half by Bryce Ancom for no gain. No, sorry. That was Ghost Rider.
That's a Ghost Rider tackle there, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So that will make it 2nd and 9 as McBain calls their last timeout of the game. 2:22 left. We'll keep it here as the McBain Ramblers hoping that something miraculous can happen here because they need 9 points. They need the ball back. It's 2nd and 9. Everett hoping to milk it away and move on and keep their magical season going. Oh, Lars, what do you think of the way this game's played out so far?
You know what? Respect for both teams out there. Both teams have played hard. McBain has fought hard. I would think McBain coming in as the underdog, happened to play playoff football for the last 3 weeks, even to get in the playoffs. And the refs trying to tell them how much time's on or something. Just tell the coach there and they'll radio it up. But Everett is just such a talented team, the speed, and I think McBain really has done a nice job of containing Everett for the most part. But Gary, the key to the game, McBain has not scored in the second half.
They added 4 seconds back to the clock, 2:26 left. Graber sets up on the right-hand side. Everett speed. It's going to be a quick pass out to the outside to Ladd. Ladd has got a lot of room. He's going to go up the sideline, gets the first down, and slides at the 38-yard line.
Jake Ladd.
Jake Ladd showing his baseball skills there, Gary, with the slide.
Jake Ladd knows that McBain is out of timeout and did the math in his head, realizing that they could run the clock out on this possession. And a wise idea because he didn't want to go out of bounds. He could have gotten another 15 yards. But watching the pros and seeing how they do this, Graber sets up on the right-hand side. Wallace gets the ball. He's going to hand it to Graber. Graber's going to run a sweep. Could turn it up to the middle. Ben Rodenbaugh trying to strip it every single time. He's going to get a 6-yard gain.
Kicks up 5 yards.
2nd and 4.
2nd and 5 coming up for the Wildcats.
But more importantly, a minute 30 away from the Wildcats punching their ticket to the district finals. McBain cannot stop the clock. Everett up 31-22. Pat Craven has his Wildcats humming. McBain came out, give everything the Wildcats can handle. Wildcats stand strong on this one. Losing Hopkins, Graber stepped in, done a great job there. We got a flag on the play. Illegal motion against the...
Oh, start against the Wildcats.
The Wildcats moving back 5 yards. That is going to make it 2nd and 8 with 1:01 left on the clock. It is 2nd down.
Second and 10.
Everett can actually need the game out now.
I don't know if they know how to. They always keep running.
Graber sets up on the right-hand side of Wallace. Wallace rolls out to his right. He's running away. Then he's going to slide. And he's going to take the 8-yard loss. Get the clock under a minute.
Everett faithful on their feet. They know what's going to happen here. Everett needs to run one more play, and they will be moving on to the district finals. Wallace is going to get the snap. Takes the knee. The Everett Wildcats move to 9-1 and into the district finals against the winner of Frankfort and East Jordan. McBain Ramblers will finish their season 5-5. Quite an accomplishment after they were at 2-4 at one point. Lost to this team 44-20. Gave Everett everything could handle. It just came up short.
You know, Pat Maloney's been here, 7-8 years, and has only missed the playoff 1 year. So kudos to McBain and Coach Maloney. Basically having to play playoff football for the last 3 weeks.
That is true. So at the end of the game, Everett Wildcats 31, McBain Ramblers 22. We are going to throw it to the station one last time, and then we'll bring you to Kelly's Pizza and Grill post-game show. You're listening to Home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
SRM Concrete is family-owned and all about community. That's why they're supporting this broadcast. SRM Concrete was founded in 1999 with one singular goal: to provide superior ready-mix concrete service for your commercial and residential projects. With locations across northern and central lower Michigan, there's an SRM Concrete near you. From order to on-time delivery, the SRM Concrete team guarantees you'll be thrilled. Quality concrete, unmatched service. That's SRM Concrete.
And we're here for the Kelly's Pizza and Grill post-game show as the Everett Wildcats punch their ticket to the district finals. They will be hosting East Jordan next week with a 31-22 victory over the McBain Ramblers. Story of the game, McBain Ramblers up 22-10 in the first half, and then Everett came out with 21 unanswered second half points to get the victory. Lars, what did you see out there?
Hey, both teams playing tough, but just a battle of two different halves. McBain owning the first half and Everett owning the second half. Their speed, their athleticism, play calling, way the ball bounces sometimes. There was a turnover by McBain where Pace was throwing the ball forward. Refs called it a fumble. That was a huge call in the game. Everett went down really soon after that and got the touchdown to actually seal the win. And that kicker getting the 1 point, I think it's the only extra point he made in the whole game to get it to a 9-point lead. That play was huge.
All right, so as the Everett Wildcats with their tridents for their celebration will move on and play against East Jordan. Lars, we have some last end of the season post-game awards that we need to give out. The first thing we want to talk about is the Judy K. Gildy Picture Perfect Play of the Game. Lars, what do you got?
You know, there was a nominee of the 35-yard touchdown pass to Calvin McGillis, but I actually think the extra point attempt, Bryce Acom holding, fumbles the snap, calls fire, that's the to let everybody know to run out there, throws up a jump ball to Calvin McGillis, who turns around at the last second, catches it, leans forward for the 2-point conversion. That's the picture perfect play of the game, sponsored by Judy K. Gildy Photography.
Beautiful little ceremony here as the Everett Wildcats football team singing the fight song to the crowd to serenade them as they have moved on to the district final, hosting the East Jordan next week with a 31-22 point lead. Hey, we want to give a big shout out to all the sponsors that supported all of the McBain games. Always support McBain sports. They'll be supporting again in basketball season when we come back in January. Big shout out to McBain Hardware, Core Design, Baker College, Northern Truck Service, Fiam, McLean Transmission, Kluger Mechanical, Judy K. Gildy Photography, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, McNally's Party Store, Lakeside Ace Hardware, McBain Rural Agricultural School, Huntington Electric, SRM Concrete, the Wexford Misaki CTC, Snappy's Garage, the McBain Lake City Family Pharmacy, 34 on Main, and
McBain Auto Service. Without much further ado, as the kids, the seniors, are saying goodbye to their green and gold, we have one last award to give out. The Hawkeye Player of the Game, brought to you by McNally's Party Store. Lars Verdeen, who do you have?
Well, these seniors have gone through quite a 4-year commitment to the program. Some of them started back in 3rd grade with Pop Warner and Rocket Football. So the Hawkeye Players of the Game are the seniors, the class of 2023. Caleb Abbott, Isaac Boss, Braylon Pace, Calvin McGillis, Caleb Kohlhaus, Elijah Baker, Connor McLean, Judah Leonard, Spencer Reed, and Mac Bonico.
The seniors, their last time wearing the gold helmet. Thank you for bringing the memories to this team and bringing pride to the McBain community. To the Everett Wildcats, good luck in the rest of your postseason run. Love to see you go far. It's always good to say you lost to the state champion. So Everett next week will be hosting East Jordan as Everett Wildcats punch their ticket to the district finals with a 31-22 win over the McBain Ramblers. This is Gary Hawkeye Vanna, joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Verdeen. Carly back at the studio doing a fantastic job. Doesn't get enough credit, and she deserves a pay raise. You have been listening to the home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
Good night, girls.
Thanks for joining us on this live broadcast of McBain Rambler Football on 107.9 CDY. Sponsored by McBain.